Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Saturday night. You know what that is. It's time for Modern Comic Mayhem. We got an awesome show for you tonight. We have Spidey Talk. We've got the most hated man in comics, Marco, hanging out with us doing an EGS unboxing. We have a special guest, a giveaway. So you guys need to hang out. I'm giving away this God of Tremors. It's the Aftershock.
Dude, is this an intro or is this the whole show right now? What are we doing?
We got a lot going on for you. Marco, Brian, whoever's doing it, cue the music.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen in the audience?
Hello, everybody. We got so much to talk about. This is going to be Marco's favorite show he's ever done on MCM. We've got anime talk. We've got Star Trek talk. I mean, like, we don't even know. Off air, when we were having our meeting about what we're going to do, Marco's like, man, I would really love to do a Star Trek show. I'm so tired of being this fake Star Wars lover guy. Why can't I just do Star Trek with Ish?
He just wants to dance.
Kyle refused. Earlier this week, Kyle goes, what's the odds you get on MCM? I said 50-50. He said, cool. He said, what are we talking about on MCM? He goes, I don't know, whatever you want, bro. I got on like an hour ago. He goes, we're going to be talking about Star Trek and anime. So I'm going to be really useful in that shit. Fuck. So I brought Pete along to help me out.
That's what you asked me like 10 minutes ago. Hey, you want to hop on?
Because I don't know anything about Star Trek or anime, so yeah, I'm gonna bring.
Obviously, Pete does because he's wearing a Star Trek shirt.
Yeah, I figured I'd lean into it and just antagonize Marco a little bit more by putting my super tight t-shirt.
That's
on.
what the show's about, brother. That's what the show.
We've got Marco and Ish here, so I guess in grand tradition, Ish, how's your wife doing?
Hey, that's my line. Don't steal my line.
AKA your mom.
Yeah, the greatest name in the chat. Well, I want to also remind everybody that we are doing we're trying to do a thing on this show where we kind of highlight local comic shops around the country, local comic shop owners, longtime legends in the industry. And Ish, you have a guest that's going to be showing up tonight. Give us a little information on tonight's guest.
Yes, it is Ralph Watts. He is the owner of Comics and Paperbacks Plus since 1987 in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. And he's got quite a comic book history. And he's got some good stories. And he's a great guy. And he's one of those guys he's been around. He's seen it all. He's seen all the ups and downs of literally, if you're a comic book retailer, he has probably seen everything a comic book retailer could possibly see.
So that's really
great
cool.
Guy, a lot of fun. Yeah.
So he's going to hang out with us tonight, and we'll ask him a couple things about him and his backstory and stuff like that, and then we'll just let him hang out if he wants and be part of the conversation. The comic shop talk, I like to call it. I think that's what the show is kind of becoming, like a little. It's kind of like what the comic shops like are meant to be. That I think a lot of people don't realize. It's like that place where you just go and hang out and shoot the shit with people. You know, you can kind of like talk to anybody about hey, what do you think about Spider-Man? What do you think about the new trailer? What do you think about this? So let's rock into it. Speaking of Spider-Man, I want to hear your guys' opinions on the new trailer that everybody's talking about. A shout out to Absolute Geek and Matt, who was reaching for fantasies many, many moons ago about no more. What is it?
No more.
Spider-Man.
One more day.
One more day. And then what's the other one?
One moment in time.
One more moment in time or something like that. BS, the two worst Spider-Man story arcs in the last 20 years. But sometimes you swing and you miss, and sometimes you get a nice little chip shot on there and you run out a base hit. And it seems like he's ran out of base hit. And guess what people are talking about?
Ed, thanks for saying hi in the algorithm. We appreciate it. Thanks, Ed.
Stumbling tonight. I'm drinking this.
He had it. He was
1872.
early. Every single thing he ever said was that one more day or whatever. We had to hear about that like 50 times for a week. They liked it.
Yeah, and
I hear that
now
from the customers at the shop a lot too. Everyone was speculating, "Well, it's going to be one more day. It's going to be one more day." They're revisiting it. I hope they, and they're saying that I hope they don't revisit that. Is actually kind of a consensus.
He did say that. He's like, it's not good, but that's what they're gonna do. Well, I'm glad I listened to him. I'll just tell you that. So,
yeah. Well, by the way, I see people showing up in the chat 33 live at the beginning of the show. I want to remind everybody, people are talking about in the chat. Yes, this is a watering hole. It definitely is. And I can give very good odds that this is going to happen tonight. Pretty much like 100%. So if you guys don't know, hit that QR code and join in on the drinking game.
yes.
Kyle might
have you
be
been getting
doing
messages since 4?
Good talk. Good job.
Thanks,
Everybody talk over each
perfect.
other. Great job. Okay.
So-
good stuff.
Yeah, Stumbling
Kyle
Jedi.
might-
Yeah, since 4 p.m.
Yeah, Kyle's pregame. He's getting warmed up for his version of hot ones, which he calls cold ones, where he just drinks heavier and heavier alcohol, higher proof alcohol through the night.
Instead of
Yeah.
hot wings or anything.
Until he's knocked out cold. Yeah. So listen, the Kyle Frozen, we're hoping we're gonna get through it tonight, but there's been multiple issues on streaming lately, it seems. So you might have to deal with some of that tonight. I hope not, but we'll see. That being said, all right, let's get back into the Spider-Man talk. Pete, what did you think?
I liked it. I mean, even if they do this one more day like stuff, it still is going to be part of it. It's not going to be the whole one-for-one adaptation. So they'll just piecemeal out, take the bits they like, and make it work. And that's usually what they've done with most of the movies. So I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah.
I'm just more curious who they're going to have show up in their Sinister Six. Like I'm definitely curious about that.
I think that's like we covered that a little bit on Redivision the other day. It's like we start counting and they're like, how many guys? I think I got up to 7 or 8, Pete. Like they could the opportunity of bringing 8.
So we don't know if they're going to be there or not.
Well, Kyle brought up a good point though. Like Marvel likes to do this where they give you a trailer and then they cut a bunch of the shit out of the trailer that means absolutely nothing to it. So
that is true.
You know, they could definitely be doing. They could definitely be doing that too. Because I mean, I don't know. Are you going to bring Defoe back?
Yeah, I think so.
But you've already got this.
voice
You've
is in
already
the
got
trailer.
here. Let's bring in Ralph real quick.
Well.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You already brought him in.
Yeah, bring him out.
Yeah. No. Hold on.
Can't
Yeah.
hear
We can't hear you. So you need to, Ralph, go into the cam and mic settings on StreamYard and choose your audio if it's not working.
Can't hear you.
Oh, he can't hear us.
Then he needs to,
Well,
he needs to exit out and come back in.
Yeah. Leave and come back in.
Hey, comic. Yeah, is it Scorpion? That is kind of part of the point, right? So, like, you know, Vulture's already part of that storyline, right? So we're gonna have him come in. They've already showed Scorpion once, so hopefully Scorpion's gonna come in.
Maybe.
You got Doc Ock. They showed him. That's 3. Is it Defoe? I mean, are we gonna have Green Goblin? I don't know. That's
Electro,
iffy-
they
I
said
thought
Jamie
his
Foxx
voice was
coming
in the
back.
trailer.
His
His
voice
was in the trailer
but just-
and a bomb of his.
Yeah,
was in the
that's what
trailer.
Just because his
yeah,
voice was in
is
the trailer. Just because his voice is in the trailer, that's something they could use as the decoy that they cut out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've been rumoring him being on set for months now.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that 4? So then we've got. They said, and then they said Electro. They did a lightning shock in the one scene, and it's yellow, and they said Fox is back. And then in that same scene, you had Sandman. That's 6. I guess that's the 6. Is that the 6th? Because
Yeah. So.
Mysterio
Mysterio is already there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do 6. I think what you said is correct, that the whole idea of the trailer was just to give people something and throw them a red herring. I think we saw probably like some of the littlest parts of that movie. Like, how old is that dude that plays Doc Ock? That dude's got to be in like his 90s or something, 80s now. Like, he looks really old. Maybe he's not that old, but yeah, I know. But you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be like the main bad guy of the show, I don't think.
No, he's pretty young in 81 in Raiders, because he was in Raiders. He was kind of young, so you figure, yeah, he's probably 60s, 70s.
Yeah, he's old. He's old. Like, and I'm old too. So like, I'm not gonna. I don't plan on being like a superhero. So You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of the feeling I get. But
I think the movie might tease a lot of the some of the villains. Some will actually get. And
Yeah.
I think Doc Ock is pretty obvious. We're going to get him, but I think some will just be teased. Maybe for the follow-up.
I was hoping we actually see all of them. Like there'll be a couple main villains like Electro, you know what I mean? But like I'm hoping that they do the Sinister Six type thing. I hope it's like an end scene credit that teases us. Yeah, that teases us for something else.
Because that's how you do Craven, right? Because you got to get Craven in there at one point, right?
Well, if they've cast him.
I don't know that they've casted Craven.
But the rumor is that Sony is making a Craven movie.
Yeah, what do you think No Way Home is?
I think it's
Sony,
bro.
Yeah.
They own Spider-Man.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's part with the Marvel. I mean, their partnership with the Marvel, but still, it's like.
well, all I do know is this.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the whole Venom schism, but
I know that people are spending crazy money on Spider-Man books again, and I'm stoked. So I'm happy about that. Let's keep that rocking.
Not for people like me that are looking for Spider-Man books. Well, I have what everyone's looking for right now. I already have.
Yeah, exactly.
What are they looking for? What are they looking for?
Yeah. I don't know, but we're gonna try to bring Ralph here in a second. Let's see here.
He's got somebody helping him out.
He's got somebody helping him out, and we'll see if we can try and get him rocking. Let's see if we can walk him through this live on air.
See what we can do.
All right, Ralph, we can see you. Can you hear us? You can hear us. Okay.
You hear us, but we can't hear you.
So do you have a pair of headphones that you can plug in your phone or your computer that you talk through that has a mic? No? Okay. So do you see the little gear? It's like a little gear symbol.
You can do
Click
like those Facebook videos where you have a bunch of cards with words on it and you could just drop them.
Well, what I'll do is
Sammy Guevara will do some AEW style.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll send them in the Matrix. So basically, let me show you how you do this, Ralph.
Pete, you see, people are calling you out for that shirt. You should be wearing that shirt.
All right.
Should be
So,
wearing
You're gonna have to change soon because this thing's too tight.
all right.
No,
sweet shirt.
Hold on.
I
you
just
guys.
thought you had such big ass muscles all of a sudden that it was.
now
Stop
I put on some COVID weight, so now the
beating
shirt don't
baby.
fit like it used to.
Hold on, you guys. Chill out. Let's figure this out real quick for Ralph. Let's try and figure it out. All right. So I'm gonna put you in the Matrix real quick, Ralph, but I'm gonna show you what to do. So you hit the gear button, right? You see that little gear button, and then you go into audio, and then your mic. You need to choose a drop down for your mic until we can hear you.
And then hit
So
the
just
plus
start
button.
picking one until you hear it. Nope. Keep going. We'll hear you as soon as you say something. Nope.
That's it.
What? You got it?
Nope.
Damn it.
No. Nope.
Try yelling. Well, while we're doing that, I got a couple pickups I guess I could show off while we're waiting for.
Yeah, perfect. Show it off.
Yes.
So I've been in the whatnot. I only got a
Wait a
couple
minute,
books.
Pete. You succumbed and changed your shirt. Come on, that's
The first one I got.
I
I'm
did.
not, like I was saying before, I'm not a huge Scotty Young fan,
not impressed.
but Aaron had, and you know from the channel was having a thing, so I ended up getting this Bullseye Scotty Young
Hey.
number one. And I think it's a cool book. I thought it was cool, you know, supporting everybody. And I know, and I got a book from Wonder World Comics. I know he's going to be stoked. So when he had his troll on there, I was one of the people that were on there before, but I got this Fantastic Four 33 from him. That's a pretty cool cover. I think it was a 1 in 25, but I just thought it was pretty awesome to get. I like it so much, I
That's
even put
dope.
it
That's
in
a
a
really
top
sick
loader.
cover.
Yeah. I was super stoked to get it. I don't think he was super stoked to sell it, but I was super stoked to buy it.
It looks like one of those hidden gem ones that's like old art, classic art.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's the
Real quick, Kyle. Ralph, can you see the private chat? There's a little tab that says private chat. Can you see that? Okay, I'm going to communicate you within the private chat, okay, while they're doing this. All right, go ahead, Kyle. It's okay, brother.
But yeah, you're cool, man. But yeah, he had an interesting, I would say Wonder World had an interesting whatnot sale at that time going on, and I know he was pretty stoked during it, so I was pretty stoked about it. But we're also like I was trying to tell before. I'm gonna give this away later in the show, but it's this God of Tremors. It's the Aftershock Ambassador exclusive. Matt from Absolute Geek is one of the ambassadors. He goes around from shop to shop to give out these exclusives. And
is that oversized? Looks wide.
Yeah, it's an oversized book. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it looks pretty cool. I mean, it says I think it's right. It's kind of right up my alley of what stuff that I like. But I thought it'd be fun to give it away. So here in a little bit, we'll have to figure out a way to give that away to everybody. So
Giveaways.
Is that part of the same universe as the giant worms from Tremors? Is that what that's about?
Yes, it's a normal sized book. I just have tiny hands.
Is there a Michael Gross appearance in there?
I do think Kevin Bacon is in it, and he's fighting Tremors. I think that's exactly what's going on.
Awesome. Hey, well, I think now that they've got them both on mute, and we can go back to talking about it. That's some good stuff, and we'll figure out a way. Give us any advice on how we should give the book away, chat. That's probably a good thing there. We should have the chat involved with that. Also, too, I think probably when we're talking movie news, do you guys want to keep going on? Do you guys want to go on to the Shang-Chi thing, or do you want to?
Yep, we'll just keep talking until him and Brian
figure it out. So there's an interesting question brought up in the pre-thing, like with Shang-Chi. Like, it's a lot of people say it's good. Like, a lot of people are saying that they enjoy it. It looks like it's going to be something that's good. And the question is, like, how does it become successful, though? Right? Like, what makes it successful? What are we trying to get out there? Like, what it's looking at? Because we've had a lot of movement. You know, I think me and Pete talked about it on Renovision the other day. Like, there's, what was it? Venom moved already, right? They're talking about moving Eternals if it's not successful. And I thought the Eternals trailer was good, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But, you know, what does it have to be to become a successful movie? Just to break down real quickly, a couple of things. When you look at movies like 58 million, right? That's what Ant-Man did, the original Ant-Man. And then you're looking at combined for Black Widow is 80 million. So this movie's going to have to do between 60 mil probably and 80 mil, somewhere in that for opening weekend. Is this a movie you think could do that? Huh?
That's unrealistic.
I don't think it's going to.
I mean, do you think they're going to get a little bit of leeway, or do you think? I mean, what's the number you guys think it's going to hit?
I think 25 is.
Free Guy make? Free Guy made like close to 30 when it came out. They were all, hey, it did great. Like they were all stoked. So I don't know. Expectations could be lowered.
Are people ready to go back to the movies? It's kind of the debate of where it's at right now.
So here's the interesting thing, though. As of a day ago, they were already at like 6.7 million in pre-sales. So if they round it out and they keep going the way they're going, they could get to 10 million in pre-sales already. So realistically, you only got to do another 40 million. If Free Guy did 30, you're at 40 million there. I mean, is that something that'll keep it going, or do you think?
I think in the context of what's going on right now, that would be almost a success.
Yeah, that'd be huge. And
do you think they let it keep going though? I mean, do you think like if they do 40 million, are they still pushing Eternals?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like because if you're doing something like 40 million internationally, you're going to be looking around like 500 million. Like that's really, really what your numbers are going to be there. A little bit under that. You're going to be looking about 500 million internationally. Like, is that acceptable? Like, is that something that'll keep it so that we don't? Because I mean, Venom at this point, Venom might come out in 2024 if they keep moving this thing, for crying out loud. I mean, you just can't keep bumping movies. They're not producing more because they're bumping it. So like, at what point does it become like a net negative to keep bumping movies?
I think if it does like 40 million, that might give confidence to the other movies.
Where they're going to not do POV combined.
I think Spider-Man's going to be huge no matter what. So people might say that's the only movie I'm going to this year.
Yeah, I got tickets for Shang-Chi, but I'm not definitely going yet. I'm playing it by ear as the week goes on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if you go or not if you already bought tickets, right? Like that's a pre-sale number. So I don't know.
Return them. I think within 24 hours you can.
You want to know? I noticed something story-wise. So I've been saying for a while that I feel that Wenwu, Shang-Chi's dad, is going to
Yeah.
be the Mandarin.
Yeah.
And the Marvel
Yeah.
Legends action figure kind of hints at that on the back, saying Wenwu is a character who's been behind the scenes of the MCU since day one. So I was like, well, that kind of sounds like the Mandarin. Disney Plus, I don't know if it was today or yesterday or when, they added the Marvel short All Hail the King, which is
Yeah.
Trevor Slattery in prison, and it ends with, oh, the Mandarin is here to see you, telling the fans that we never actually saw the Mandarin. They have an actual Mandarin, and I think we will finally meet him in Shang-Chi.
But it's kind of a bummer because that's Iron Man's villain.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think
Iron Man's dead. So
that
we gotta
boat has
move on.
sailed, I think, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I mean, that also gives
So
us the opportunity to introduce other characters too into the.
And putting him in an Asian kind of centric movie also reduces the problematicness of that character, I feel. Which is why they never used him in the Iron Man movies, because they always said, oh, he's problematic, he's going to be Fu Manchu. Well, all of a sudden in a Shang-Chi Kung Fu movie, hey, that works.
I don't know. Ish is pretty problematic too, so.
Spider-Man will be the biggest blockbuster of the year, period. Sure, it will, but if this movie's the problem with it is, and I said this to Pete the other day, and he got really mad because he loved it, but like Shang-Chi is not an A-list character, right? Like he's not a character that the average person's familiar with. Even the average comic book reader. This Masters of Kung Fu was not something before they announced this coming out that anybody was really. I mean, what is it? It's 186 whatever, but like that's not that many when you think.
No, that's what you were saying. Is like it lasted 20 issues. Like it was 125 issues.
Well, no, I
20.
mean, no. What I say about 20 issues is like I said 12. I said every 12 issues it stopped, and then they started it up again. Like, and that's the truth. Like, right?
Well, yeah,
Well, he
this
definitely wasn't part of our generation. You know,
I mean, that was it. I think like people have watched it or read it. Like Pete has been a big fan since the get. I get that and I understand that. But
you're a fan of Bruce Lee. You like Master of Kung Fu.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's who he was, basically. They just said, you know what? We're going to make Bruce Lee a Marvel character.
Yeah, C-list at best, Dave. Yeah, neither was Star. Oh, I agree. Like, no. No doubt.
Yeah,
but like
Guardians of the Galaxy, nobody ever heard of them, and they were huge overnight.
But with that, too, they changed around a lot of stuff. With like, Egos is not his fucking dad. Okay, come on, get the fuck out of here. So,
that wasn't even the original Guardians, so...
Oh yeah. But even like the newer Guardians, like if you watched Annihilation, which I think is probably their best like comic book thing up to that point, you know, when they had their big schism and everything like that, like when they're most important. I mean, even there. So I don't know, man. Yeah, you might watch both, but I'll tell you this: it's two different things. One's Sony and one's Disney, and Sony doesn't have a way; they have no option but to put their stuff into theaters. There's no POV for them. You know what I mean? We're like,
unless they do a deal with Disney.
Unless they do a deal. But if they do a deal with Disney, then Disney might want a little bit more than I think Sony's willing to give out to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
So I think if you're Disney right now, what's that?
Didn't they used to put shows on the PlayStation like Powers? You could only watch it was like through the PlayStation.
Imagine if you could stream that on the PS5. That would be bonkers. If it was exclusive.
That'd be super crazy. But the problem is this: like if you're Disney and Sony's like, they already got to pay out what 30 or 40% to Marvel because of the help that they've given them on the movie. Then all of a sudden you actually got to pay them for their streaming service too. No, they're gonna let you tank. Like Marvel will let you tank because they want to buy that property back. You know they want to buy that property.
Yeah, but they're not going to sell it back.
I think we're at the point now where it's in Marvel we trust. So people, you know, if we don't need to know the character, we're still going to go see it because it's a Marvel movie.
But see, it's something funny that Comics just said, "Come on, folks, let's support it for MCU."
Way we should.
Technically, Spider-Man's not MCU.
If you can, go to the theaters.
Yeah, I mean, it's not MCU. Yeah,
I want to back up on something.
No, Spider-Man is MCU.
About Shang-Chi being a C-list character. Technically, Iron Man and Thor and Captain America
B-list.
They were all the B string because you had Fantastic Four and Spider-Man and X-Men all in other houses and unavailable. That's the A list, and so that Marvel's looking around. So you know, who do we still have? and they went to the Avengers, and they made it a success. And then they dug into the Guardians, and they said, you know what, we just got to lean into this and lean into the weird.
Wait a minute, though. Avengers are A-list. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, it's a combination. Yeah, it's a combination.
They weren't.
Now they are.
No.
Yeah,
Avengers as a title. No,
Mystery.
Avengers as a title. He's right. Avengers as a title sold really well. Avengers as a title sold really well. He's right. He did have a following, not individually, but as a whole. Avengers sold well. I mean, they didn't take big hiatus breaks on it. Not okay. And you could say that you cannot compare Masters of Kung Fu, who never had a full run and kept going. Captain America never took breaks. Thor never took a break. I'm not sure, but I don't think Iron Man ever took a break either. Like there was no breakup.
Maybe Iron Man wasn't.
How many times did they restart?
But he was a big B list.
But there were defining like years and lots of months where there was no Master of Kung Fu at all.
No, I know. I'm not trying to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
on the same level.
Like when you're saying,
all I'm saying is, like Captain America. How many volumes of Captain are out there now? We on like volume 10? Like how many times did they restart that series? New creative team, new number one. This
right, but it never stopped.
But
it never stopped. Where Masters of Kung Fu actually stopped for a long period.
But they still had to refresh it and change it over again for a new audience.
So I'm going to suggest that Shang-Chi is going to do to its lore what Jurassic Park did to dinosaur DNA. They're going to start with a base, and they're going to fill in the gaps with Iron Fist, with Mandarin, and kind of fill it out with these other lores that kind of fit into the mold.
Shout out to Hive Comics.
To fill in those gaps that you're talking about, Marco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You said the fit fills.
Yeah, Crazy Ralph. I don't know about Crazy Ralph this week.
We'll get it worked out.
But Jonathan, man, if you want to come on and talk,
he does a live online show, so he should
let me know.
His shows.
I get it. I get what you're saying. Hey, no doubt. Hey, go ahead, Kyle. You can promo this in a second because he just got one. But I get what you're saying. I'm not saying that, and I think they did a great job with Guardians. Like, because Guardians was I was Pete with Guardians. Like, I love Guardians. They were part of that space thing. Not a lot of people knew about it. I'm just saying that same thing. I like a lot of the characters in Master Kung, or it's not called Master Kung Fu. It's called Shang-Chi. But like, I like that too. A lot of the actors that are playing in there. And I'm not thinking it could be bad. I think it could be a Guardians. But realistically, what we're looking at here is we just need it to be Ant-Man. Like, if it's Ant-Man, we'll save the theaters. If it's not Ant-Man, we're not going to get shit for content. And we need content. That's all I'm saying. Christopher. Oh,
can't be Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah. Christopher, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. You can't think about it as a comic fan. The common person had no idea who the Avengers really were. Yeah, I agree.
And Marvel eased them into it.
You really think they didn't have any idea who any of those were?
I mean, in the 60s, Captain America's everywhere in pop culture.
They still had toys coming out in the 90s and 2000s. I mean, it wasn't like X-Men of the 90s with the TV shows, but there still was TV shows of their stuff coming out.
But you got to be real with it, though. It wasn't about Cap. It was all based on Iron Man. And it wasn't really all based on Iron Man. It was based on Robert Downey Jr.'s performance.
Agreed.
It being himself as Iron Man sold the general public.
Agreed. If you say that Iron Man was the top character in there, he was probably out of the top three. He probably, comic nerd-wise, he probably wasn't the hype of the three.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think you had Captain, who was, everybody loved Captain. And then you probably had Thor there because fat dudes that sit around and pick their nose love to look at dudes with long hair and ripped abs, I guess. I don't know. So,
well, as a fat guy who picks his nose, I have to agree with you. I do love watching Thor.
Yep, agreed. Oh man, here we go.
Sam, you don't have those dodgeball abs? Come on.
Shout out to Stumbling Jedi. He's an absolute geek fan. I got to say the 3 words. I guess he gave us $20. So absolute geek army.
There you go.
Go check out those guys. It will be on there Friday night, helping them out while Matt's out.
Cool.
Getting drunk.
And Ish, I do have dodgeball abs, but I'm definitely average Joe's and not Globo Jim's.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they had cartoons. Look, Dave said they had cartoons. People knew who. I think I think people did know who the Avengers were. Maybe not as in depth, but they did. I mean, if you could compare Shang-Chi to Guardians, you cannot compare them to the Avengers. I just don't think that's a fair assessment.
Okay, but I'd say prior to 2008, if you were to say of all the Avengers lineup, who was the biggest, you would say Hulk.
Mm-hmm. Hulk. Yeah, Hulk. It goes Hulk, Cap, Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man. I guess if you want to consider him.
I guess it probably ends at Iron Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it ends at Iron Man.
Hawkeye?
No, it doesn't. Like, I need to be honest. No.
People remember Hawkeye.
It doesn't, actually, no, it ends before Hawkeye. No, ends before Hawkeye. So.
Hey, as a kid,
Black Knight.
Vision blew my mind so much that he was, I was like, oh, this Vision dude. That always kind of stood out for me. The weirder it was, the more it stood out, even if I didn't read the comic.
I take it we don't have.
You forgot.
You're right.
Ralph is he's gonna try and figure out a way to get a mic. There's something wrong with his mic on his PC.
You're right, Chris. I think they had to do a little bit of work to get it in there too. You know what I mean? But they did, and they did a great job. What are we talking, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of is Shang-Chi gonna save theaters and give us content for or is everybody gonna move their movies to 2 or 3 years down the road and we're gonna get crap for content for the next couple of months. So I think all of us are hoping.
Just nailed it.
They'll kill him. They'll kill him if they do that. Look what happened to Black Widow. Look what happened to New Mutants. It's the same thing that happens in comics. Look at We Can Never Go Home. Saga's on a big break now. That I don't know how much that break affected him, or not anymore, but how much that break affected him.
But they still got content to keep us satisfied with Disney+.
Yes, they do.
They'll still be giving us shows, keeping it going.
I don't think they can do it though for shows that they've already announced and shown us that there's a release date. I think if they, you know what I mean. I feel
Plus,
like
one of their things too is a little bit of the continuity, and like now we're already screwing it up when we had Scarlet Witch there, and like what happens if we don't get Doc Strange coming in the next couple of years? Then the whole multiverse thing's kind of thrown off, and I mean, it's, you got to. What? You think it's going to be fun?
No, I was just.
I mean, I just think it stinks. I think somebody said it earlier in the comments, like we need to keep it going. We do, but if they don't do like 60. I don't.
There's one person that agrees with you in the.
That's cool. He's the guy that gave us a super chat, so it's nice. You should probably agree with him too, Kyle.
Well, I apologize for that, you guys. Sometimes shit doesn't work out, but
shit happens.
We're trying.
There's always next week.
Amen.
Hopefully
right.
come back.
Yeah. Did you guys already hit the super chat?
We hit both.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not our first show. We can do a show every once in a while.
It's not your first rodeo.
No, sir.
Fucking Solo Wookiee's got to hurry up and explain this Wookiee vision shit to me, man.
Oh my god!
It was a joke that like anything stupid would happen on something called Wookiee Vision.
Oh,
and
okay.
He's just taking it from there.
Classic.
He's just trying real hard.
Yeah.
It was an old joke that he just won't let die.
Bringing back dad jokes.
Yeah, we're not bringing back dad jokes either. They've been
Not on
banned.
this show.
No, not on any show.
Hey, can I show a pickup?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, give me a second.
Wait, you don't have it ready? Can I show a pickup?
I have one ready.
All right, go ahead.
Ready.
All right.
Damn,
I
go
actually
ahead.
have two.
All right, let's go. Crazy
All
Ralph
right.
back.
Oh, we got Crazy Ralph back.
One Piece Volume 97. This is the latest volume. Dude, this is so good. You guys, if you like manga or anime or anything, One Piece. Got to be reading it. The other one I got was Mob
Is there any
Psycho
tentacles
100. There, in this one, there are not tentacles, but there are dinosaur people.
So no
You
hentai.
Geek Army Stumbling Jedi, you motherfucker.
There is some fan service, I'd say. There's a what do you call it? A courtesan, a topless courtesan whose lower half is a giant tarantula.
What?
I guess that's pretty that's pretty like freaky, I guess.
Yeah, that's.
And then this is a Mob Psycho 100 spinoff called Reagan. This is written by the same guy who writes One Punch Man, which is very popular. This is a less popular, but I think higher quality series, Mob Psycho 100. But this spinoff was really, really funny. So, loved it. Sam, when would you say One Piece Man's first appearance?
What would you say his first appearance is? Pretty much.
One Punch Man or One Piece Man?
One Punch Man. You know he said he corrected it later on.
He likes to
He corrected it.
Oh, One Punch Man.
Okay.
One Punch Man's first appearance is in the webcomic One Punch Man.
They mean print, not.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Cab Mike.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I hear somebody.
we can hear
Okay,
you.
so hang on a second here. Okay, I got
Well,
the.
we can't
can
see
you,
What about the
okay,
free comic book day? I thought it was like a
Is
free
that
comic
Ralph?
book day.
it
That's
is.
Ralph.
Okay, can you
Now we
still
can
hear me?
We can hear you, but we
We
can't
finally
see you.
got Ralph. We
Okay,
can't
well,
see
hang
him
on a
now.
second here. Let me see if I can see you.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
no, bring that back, Ish. What'd you get, Ish?
Okay, can you actually see me though?
No, we can't
No.
see you, but we can hear
So
you.
why can't you
Can't
see
hear
me?
you.
What am I doing wrong?
Progress.
So click.
You are hearing me.
Now you can go into those cam and mic settings and go into camera.
Okay,
And do you see yourself now?
I do not. No, I don't see
Okay.
myself on camera at all.
Do you have a camera on this laptop?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. I thought I did. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a little thing up here on the top that's looking at me. So
It's the
Okay.
government.
All right, so
Make a
now
wink at you.
choose the
wow,
camera.
Wow. So hey, you know what? We could go ahead and use both of those things at the same time. I could talk on this one and you can picture the other one.
In the drop-down box,
He,
Ralph,
he's
what-
living up to the crazy Ralph billing.
Yeah, really, man.
in the
so-
drop-down box, what is the when you go to audio or camera? What does it
Camera,
say?
yeah. Okay. Well, it
I'm
has
voting two laptops. I don't care.
Hey,
what
this
everybody
one-
says, I said two
True
laptops.
Vision
Let's
or
try that one.
Cyberlink webcam.
Try one until you pop up in the screen.
Okay.
Try the other one. What do we got, Sam?
Okay, so let's see. Uniform 13 was saying the One
Yeah.
Punch
Either
My Hero
one,
Academia free comic book day book in 9.8 would be worth $1,000. This was a free comic book day I got in
Hey,
2015 that does have My Hero
Okay.
Academia.
But hang on a second here, because like I said, I'm going to go ahead and work at this.
I don't think it's worth $1,000 though.
I'm
I
gonna
think it's
remove Ralph until
big
he
number.
pops up. We can. As soon as Ralph pops up in the camera, I'm gonna put him back in.
Then we won't be able to hear him.
It's his Betamax machine.
Wonderworld.
Dude, I can't wait though. We gotta get, even if his camera doesn't pop up, we need Ralph back because this is the best content this network has had in a long time. Ralph is the best, dude. Ralph is so dope. Chris, thanks again for the super chat. This is amazing. Hey, well, Ralph, pop up. All right, yeah. Ayo, Ralph. Ayo, let's go. Pop up.
Hello.
Dude, this is great. Come on, put it back up. Play by play. What's a VCR?
As soon as Ralph gets the camera.
Oh, he went all white. No, something happened. He went all
All right,
white.
let's
now.
see here. There he is. I mean,
Oh,
Ralph, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah, can you
All
hear
right,
me?
we're just gonna rock with
hear you.
this.
Okay, yeah,
We're gonna
I'll
go
be
with
there.
it.
I'll be there in a minute. I think I figured out how I might be able to do this. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
Take the lens cap off.
Yeah.
There you go, man. There might be. Is there a lens cap? I don't know. I'm old, man.
Hey, just slide. There's a slider. There could be a slider. Does he got the slider thing, the privacy slider?
Are you trying to keep the FBI from knowing your location?
Yeah.
Got some electrical tape just covering it
Hang
up.
on.
Just pull the tape off.
Okay.
Pull the tape off the
In our
lens.
studio.
Turn on the switch.
We're gonna
Okay.
double it up. We can hear
Now,
and
that's
see
why I
you.
vote. Yes.
Okay. Well, here's how this works out. Okay.
Oh, no, he's
What
on both.
happens
Wait, time out.
Now you're on both.
Touchdown.
It
No,
works,
we lost him.
and I have the audio here that works.
You pulled it off, Ralph.
I'm telling you,
Anyway,
that
dude.
works for me.
Anyway, I love it.
Okay.
That's what we call MacGyvering this shit.
I
Yeah,
tell you, it
exactly.
works.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the shit.
So yeah, so I'm really so you can hear me. And you
We can
see
hear
me.
you and we
My
can
gosh,
see you.
it's fantastic.
Everything.
Like, it's
everything.
like, I don't know who to talk to now.
Ralph is a genius, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
He
he's a
is.
genius.
He figured it out.
So, make it work.
All right.
Hey, we got
Now-
99 in the chat. We're watching us live. Let's go. Give a thumbs up for Ralph being here on 2 screens. Give him a thumbs up. people.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I am.
Good
It's
job.
fantastic for me.
Yeah. Ralph, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well.
Doing
Very
good.
well.
Doing
This
good
is-
now.
It's like 10:30 my time, 10:30
Yeah.
my time. I'm an old
Well-
guy, so I'm ready to fall asleep.
Well, that's why you need to. Hopefully, you drink and you just pop a beer.
I don't drink. I'm
Well, you could
60
smoke,
years old.
too.
I only started drinking 5 years ago when I met my girlfriend. I didn't drink before then, but I drink
Oh,
a lot
wow.
now.
Well, then you're loving life, man. You're
Check the
loving
mark.
life.
2 dudes that own comic book stores. Both of them got women that stayed around for a little bit. So
Yeah, cool.
breaking the tradition.
Hey, Ralph, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. How'd you get into comic books as a kid? Like, you got any crazy story about?
Stories. I'm crazy, Ralph. I got crazy stories. Okay, so what happened is I'm from Pennsylvania. I was born in Hershey, Pennsylvania. My parents moved for 1 year down to Georgia in 1973. And what happened during that time period is that I had no money. I was like 12 years old. I had no money. So I went out and I collected Coke bottles, and I took them in and I turned them in for deposit money. And I used that money to go ahead and buy my very first comic books.
Nice.
And so 1973, you would have had Rawhide Kid by Dick Ayers, Russ Heath doing Our Army at War. My parents would not allow me to go ahead and buy superhero books when I could go ahead and buy war and westerns. It made no sense to me. Okay. And so what happened is that's when I started reading comic books. Is 1973.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
no characters in tights. You're gonna get all the books that murder.
Yeah,
foreigners
yeah,
and
yeah. But
indigenous
now what
people.
happened is like 4 years later, when I turned around 15 or 16, I started reading superhero books because I snuck them into the house. My mom never said anything about it, so that's when I really started collecting. It was 1976.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. So how did you get involved in the local comic shop scene? Like, did you get your a first job at a comic shop type deal or something?
Well, what happened is that here in Pennsylvania there was no comic shops when I graduated from high school in '79. So what happened is I left the area, I joined the Air Force, and I got stationed at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona.
Hell yeah, a UFO
Yeah.
Central.
Yes. So what happened is I actually worked at the very first direct sales store in Tucson before Fantasy Comics. A few months before Fantasy Comics, there was another store that was called the Comic Corner, and the Comic Corner was owned by Tom Daffler and his mom Lou, and Tom did the comic books, and Lou did the paperback books. It was actually called David's Used Paperbacks and Comic Corner. And so what happened is I would go ahead and I would work on base at the Davis-Monthan up until about maybe 4:30, and then I'd run down to the shop. It was on 5th and Rosemont, and I would go ahead and work there for about 3 hours a night. And he couldn't pay me in money because he just didn't have extra money. So he paid me in comic books. And so I got all my books for free that were new. And then I also got back issues as extra money.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So it was great. So what happened is that's how I started out. When I was in the service, I was stationed there. And then I got transferred over to England. And when I was in England, I started buying loads of British Marvel UK books and 2000 ADs.
Yeah, I love 2000 AD.
what? If you don't mind me asking, what base in England?
I was stationed at RAF Mildenhall, the gateway to the UK.
All right, I was hoping maybe it was, what was the one where they had the big UFO incident out there? Bentwaters.
That was close to us because they're all close to each other.
I'll bring up. Yeah, I piss Mark off every time I do it, man. So
Put your blue book away.
Put the
my
blue book
book away.
Yeah,
No, I got you, Ralph. Have you been probed by an alien?
Yeah,
Brian really wants to know if you've been probed by an alien. That's what he's trying to ask you.
yeah.
Okay, so anyway, what I did at the time though is I bought 5 copies of every Marvel UK book when I was stationed there. So all those Captain Britons that were done by Alan Davis and Alan Moore, I got them.
Nice.
All the 2000 ADs with Brian Boland, I got them. Yeah.
Nice. You know
Yeah.
what's funny about those is I'm a big collector of those old school first creator first. I love the original. I forget which 2000 AD. It has the first Alan Moore stuff that he ever did for 2000 AD. I have a bunch of
T.R.
those.
Twitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he did stuff with Ian Gibson. He did stuff with them. It was Halo Jones type stuff. It's great stuff.
And if you were in UK at the time, you had some really crazy independent books that were just rocking house. I mean, I love the Warrior run. I think Warrior is one of the most underrated classic.
John Bolton artwork in Warrior. Gary Leach. Yeah. Hey, I got a story for you about that time period. I forgot all about it till right now. So what happens is, I was there in 1983 to 1986. So I go down to London. I'm stationed up by Cambridge. I go down to London, and I walk into this comic book convention, and Roy Thomas and Marv Wolfman were there, and that's why I went. Okay. So anyway, they were the guests of honor. They were getting the Eagle Award because that's what they gave out over there. And at the same time, there's other artists and writers that were there. So what happened is I took along some of my 2000 ADs with me. And there's this guy sitting off to the side, and I see this young kid walking over to him. So I'm watching this kid, and this guy is all like hairy and everything else. And anyway, this kid walks up, and I'm walking behind this kid, and this kid lays down at 2000 AD, and he says to this guy, "Hey, can you draw this pig?" And the guy, Alan Moore, says, "Hey, I did not draw that story. I wrote that story." And the kid goes, "So you're not going to draw the pig for me?" Okay. So what happens? He draws a freaking pig for this kid. It's a flying pig. And then I walk up to Alan Moore and I lay down a copy of. He had just started writing the Swamp Thing, and I laid it down in front of him and I said, "Can you do me a favor and sign this book for me?" And he looked at me and he goes, "I've never signed an American comic book before. Where do I sign it?" And I said to him, "I don't know. I never had one signed before." I said, "So why don't we go ahead and we open it up to the indicia area?" And he signed it on the bottom there in the indicia area. And the issue that it was the issue that Rick Veitch's son drew up one panel, and Alan Moore thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow.
Do you still have it?
I don't.
Oh,
I don't know
what a
I
bummer.
even did with it. Okay.
Well, you know what? The thing you bring up about signing on that first page is one of my favorite things in comics. When you're going through books and you come across that fantastic find of a Dave Stevens autograph on an inside page, or an Alan Moore autograph on an inside page that you will never get again. Like, Alan Moore will not sign any of that stuff.
No, and I don't even know what I did with it. I mean, I don't think I still have it. I don't know. I probably sold it for $5 or $10, years ago. Who knows? Yeah,
I really love the Tank Girl stuff that was coming out of there at that time. I really love the anthologies, all the different anthology series they were doing at that time. Right. Warrior was like my book that I would have that search on eBay where if anything ever came up for Warrior in decent condition, I bought it just because.
Yeah, well, I have them all. I have them all in storage. Yeah, I mean, my problem is I've been in business for so long. I'm so busy selling new books that all my back stock I haven't touched in years, and so I have those books sitting here 40 years later in storage.
So, all right. So, do you do the your store? Do you have a store now? You said
I do. Yeah. So what happened is that after I got out of the military, I was in England for 3 years, so I was in the service for about 5.5 years. After I got out of the military, I came back to Tucson. I was there for about a year, and then I decided I want to go ahead and have some sort of dealings with the comic book industry. So what I did is I sent out resumes to all the different distributors because I couldn't write or draw. And I was hired by Chuck Rozansky's wife's company called Alternate Realities Distribution. And so I went to Denver, Colorado. And what happened is I worked there for a few months. I left there. They went bankrupt about a month later. Okay. Not Mile High, but Alternate Realities did. And so I came to Pennsylvania. As soon as I came to Pennsylvania, I started selling comic books at flea markets. And I've been doing that now since 1987. I've had a shop since for 34 years.
Wow, that is crazy. That's a long time. Especially now. I would love to hear your thoughts on how the comic book world's selling craze right now with the third market and getting into online sales and that type of stuff, because you've been in the game for a long time. 34 years is a long time to have a shop and have a presence. What is your thoughts on how things have changed so rapidly?
Well, I gotta be very honest with you. I'm very lucky. I'm well established. I currently have about 150 subscribers in my shop. Back in the 90s, I had 400. So that tells you how much things have changed. Okay. But my shop is mainly readers. I have very few people that speculate. I would think out of those 150 people, that probably less than 30 of them speculate. Okay. So what happens is I don't have to deal with a lot of. I don't even carry slabs in my store at all. Okay. I'm not against them. I don't push them. So I sell raw books, and so I do a Facebook Live show, and when I do that, I do raw books, and then in the store, I probably have 50 to 60,000 raw books on the floor. So
wow. It sounds like a store that is a speculator's dream, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to make a trip
That's the
out
whole
that
thing.
way.
And see what happens is I price the book, and if it doesn't sell for 3 years and it gets hot, I don't pull it. I let somebody go ahead and buy it for $6. It's now worth 20. What do I care? I was happy on day one for $6,
And you're making
my shop because they know there are good deals.
Yeah, you're making a happy customer.
Always.
Yeah. I love this. What we're coming to find out more and more, especially by doing this show and this channel lately, is there's this huge dichotomy that speculators and flippers do not talk
use
about.
those big words on this show, Brian.
Yeah. They don't realize that such a small percentage of the comic fan has any thoughts about what their book is worth. They know it might have some worth, but that's not the main point.
No.
Yeah. So
my own personal collection is good to very good condition because I read my freaking books. I think that Russ Heath and Bernie Wrightson and Neil Adams are all equally God. Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And I don't care what kind of condition that book's in. It's cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's dope. That's really cool. That's really cool. How has it been lately with everything going on with COVID and the shutdown and stuff? Has it has your subscribers kind of saved you, or is that too much to say, or has it been rough? I mean, maybe it hasn't.
Well, here's how this works out here in Pennsylvania. Okay, in Pennsylvania, we have a Democratic. We don't get into politics, but I'm just going to let you know we have a Democratic governor here. Okay, so he shut us down on March 13th of 2020. Okay. And then what happened is my county that I'm in is big time Republican. So they were against this the entire time. So what happened is for 2.5 months, I could not be open for business, but the governor said we could go trout fishing. Okay. So what I did is I started doing my Facebook Live show every day. And then instead of mailing stuff, I would go trout fishing north on Thursdays and south on Tuesdays. And I drop it off on their porches, okay? And I used PayPal to collect the money. And I had to be very honest. I had no bills coming in from either Diamond or whoever else was in business at the time because there was no books, right? So all I did was make money because I wasn't spending money. And so I'll tell you what, COVID saved my ass. It was crazy.
You're one of the few people to say that.
That PPP money or whatever it's called, okay? Yeah, it was fantastic. So now I realized that I could go ahead and quit carrying brand new books tomorrow and sell 200,000 back issues that I have sitting I haven't touched in 30 years. I'd probably be doing okay,
Yeah, that's I'm pulling up your page here. That's interesting. So here's here you go. So you do live sales on your Facebook page, which is nice. I mean, here you are using the third market, utilizing it pretty well.
Yeah. What we do on our pages is I have the live comic sale, and I tell you how long I've been doing this. When you think about this, because nobody ever thinks about this, the name of my page is called Live Comic Sale. That means that I was the first person to actually use that term. Yeah. Think about it. I got it first, right? So that tells you
Yeah,
how long
that's
I've been
interesting.
doing it. Okay. So what happens is I have 3 live shows a week, and I have 2 claim shows, and that's so I'm 5 days a week I'm online.
Wow, that is awesome.
We've been doing it for 4.5 years for Fridays, 3.5 years for Thursdays, and a year for Tuesdays.
Wow,
So,
that is really cool. Very
it's
cool.
fun.
Yes.
How it works out for me is I do like an hour and a half show, and I like to gross about $150 per hour and a half, and that's good when you add all 3 of them together, plus the extra 2 other claim shows. That's decent money if you didn't have it to start with,
Yeah, comics right now, especially in our little world over here in the content speculation creator community type thing that we have going, is helping a lot of people. Not only is it fun and still exciting, it's also putting a little scratch in their pocket. So, all right. So before we get into the rest of the show, and we'd love to have you just hang around if you want. If you anytime you have to leave, just throw up the deuces and hit leave, and we'll appreciate it. But before we get into the rest of the show, we want to hear you pop in every once in a while if you have an opinion on the stuff.
Can I
we
plug my
like
page before I leave though? I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
of
here to
course.
plug the page, man,
Of
'cause I need
course.
the money. I need to get a haircut.
Yeah, and a lot of people are asking where in Pennsylvania you are.
I'm at.
So
Well,
for people living in Philly or Pittsburgh
how this
or
works
Scranton,
out is I'm in
how do they get to your shop?
Pennsylvania. It's the sinkhole capital of the world. Okay, so if you're driving and you fall into the earth, you found my shop. Okay, but anyway, I'm right beside Hershey. I was born in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I'm 3 minutes away from Hershey Park, the sweetest place on earth. Yeah,
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
So how it works out, I'm an hour and a half away from Philly. I'm 2 hours north of Baltimore. Yeah.
You gonna be? Do you do the con scene?
I don't any longer because.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Let me just tell you really quickly why. If you only own 10 boxes of books, it's easy to go ahead and take them. But when you own 600 boxes of books, you never take the right books. So why do it?
Yeah. All right. So we like to ask questions, guests, especially old school legends in this comic game. Give us a good Steranko story. You have any good Steranko
I
stories?
have a fantastic Steranko story. Okay. How it works out is Steranko lives 30 miles from me. Okay. So back when eBay first started, I had this guy who came down and he sold me 4 long boxes of pulps. Okay. Now what happened is I no longer do eBay, but back then I started doing eBay sales, and what happened is I realized that this one guy buying these books was Steranko. So what happened is I sold him like 1 or 2 books, and then he contacts me and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna come up and go through your books." And I said, "No, you're not." I said, "Because I put them out for
Fuck you, Steranko. Fuck you.
I said, if you're the highest bidder, then you'll get them. But if you're not the highest bidder, you're not getting them." He was pissed. He was pissed. And so what happened is that every time that I was mentioned in the local area at conventions, he went nuts over me. Okay? Yeah. You don't tell Steranko no.
No, Steranko is a character, man.
Yeah.
An absolute character. One of the best in the game. And we'll take any old school stories about Steranko that we can get. So all right, good stuff.
You should have patted him on the head. He likes that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah.
He likes that.
Yeah. All right. That being said, where again, a live comic sale on Facebook.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yeah, all you need to do is ask. It's a closed group, so I don't get trolls. Okay.
Yes.
So you have to ask to join, but I'll let you in. Okay. And then what
Nice.
happens then is that I do only buy it now is no auctions, which means that Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday I show you the stuff, and then you have until the following Monday to buy it. So you can watch me live, or you can go ahead and after you're done watching this fantastic podcast, you can go over to my thing and check and see what's still available and purchase it. It's my mail order.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Crazy Ralph, thank you for hanging out with us, brother. We appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to take off, okay? You
All
guys
right.
have a great
Thanks,
evening,
Ralph.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
All right.
Ralph.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.
It was awesome, dude.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
We'll see
Ralph.
you all.
Appreciate it.
All right, gotta love that. Gotta love that. Old school.
I
Ralph,
would
that
have loved
was-
it if he said. I would have loved it if he said, "Yeah, I did pat him on the head, though." That would have been great. That would have been hilarious.
Hey,
Knock off the shortcut jokes. I take offense. I take umbrage.
so I met Ralph in our kind of secret retailers Facebook group, and he just immediately stood out.
I know.
That's dangerous.
Ooh, yeah.
It's
dangerous.
Jonathan in that.
But I'm
secret-
saying even in
secret groups.
in that scene, everybody's always waiting for what's Ralph going to comment about something. He's always got an opinion on Diamond or some hot new trend.
Well, as the viewers have noticed, we have been joined by Hive Comics, Jonathan Hall. Thank you, brother, for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me. It's been a while.
It has.
I
It
can't
has.
get that out of my head now.
It's good to
Fucking 12.
it's good to hang again.
I know,
It's good to
right?
have you, brother.
I know.
So, I love what this show has become, man. It's a fun little jaunt, as they call it, of hilarity these days.
Hey, with Brian, did you not see Brian's whole question was like, so you're on that Air Force base, UFOs and aliens, huh?
Yeah. Rendlesham?
Hey, yo, Ralph, you get probed? He's like,
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it.
He just said no, because now Brian's gonna be like, hey, dude, I know what you did. You were just like, yeah, all right, wink, wink, we get it. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, man, like a boy can wish, right? Like,
No.
I wish for the poor guy to get probed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we need a pro, but whatever it takes.
Yeah, good stuff. Mike Tinson says, haha, you were thinking aliens. I was thinking Mark Jewelers.
There he goes, Mark Jewelers.
Yeah, as soon as I hear airbase, everybody else is like, ooh, they're going to have the military stamps. Yeah, Mark Jewelers. Ooh,
But Brian's like, I wonder if buttholes are probed.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's funny. All right. That's enough of that.
Hey, 106 live. Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. We're an hour into the show, but it's nice and warm in here. So let's get into some of the fun. Marco, you got some
Why don't we
books to unbox?
Wait, why don't we have Jonathan talk about Hive a little bit and talk about some of his awesome shit?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Fuck, what am I supposed to talk about?
Never mind. Let's do our own bubble.
There we go.
Just start talking.
Shit, what did we have on sale today? We had a bunch of books. We've been doing too many goddamn books, really. We had my favorite was today was our Ice Cream Man 26, and it's an homage to Startling Terror Tales 11.
Where is it? Where is it on your Facebook page?
I know
No,
you guys
it should
just
be.
shipped out.
Should be on the home page.
You guys just got Ice Cream Man 25 in, right? And shipped them out.
Yeah, I started shipping those out.
Boom,
actually.
there we are. Hell yeah.
I got
Hell
that. I got
yeah.
that text, but that's the one thing it's funny is I love buying shit from Hive,
Ooh.
and then I forget I buy it, and then all of a sudden I get this text message: Hive Comics has shipped your shit.
Well, I
It's,
love
the only thing I'm kind of bummed about that we didn't do with 24, the Punch 12, and the Black Cat 50 homages is, and I think we're gonna do it for 27, is we're gonna have the the trade dress, but
Yes.
we're gonna go with the hopefully they can do the old school style trade dress.
Yes.
I'm ordering
Yeah.
that right now before.
I mean, I'd love to go back and do all of them with that. I think that'd be awesome.
yeah.
But I don't know why we sell to most people we sell to want to buy virgin covers, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? One of my favorite things about Hive Comics is I'll get texts and stuff, and they'll say, "Hey, you're gonna love this book we got coming," and I'll get a nice little picture, and later on, and I'll remember that I saw how freaking badass this was, and the fact that you're doing the old school Golden Age homages, and I think that you hit it on the head with. Sometimes it's good to see those trade dresses on there.
Yeah.
yeah. Who did one? A friend of mine, Tim Ferrante with One Stop Comic Shop. I think they are. He's a good dude. I like that dude a lot. He he hit me up after seeing that cover, which is weird because we did the Punch 12 and Black Cat 50 homages. But he hit me up with this one. He was like, "Oh, hey, we just did one too. They're doing like some, they're following suit and did a EC homage. I forget what book it is. Oh,
Well, it's because you went with a deeper cut with Terror Tales. He's like, oh,
well, I like those really hard to find. The EC stuff, you can get those anytime you want. Some of them are more expensive, but like they're there. Like this Startling Terror Tales, like you never see this freaking book.
I really like the These Damn Kids #1 book.
Oh, I love, dude. That's and all these covers. A lot of them are from Felix. Felix Morales. He's so good.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you guys are still doing the limited print runs on especially these good ones. We were talking about that the other night about the fact that the exclusive game, and you kind of brought it up early when we first asked you about just how many books are being done right now, and I think that sometimes going for a 5,000 or a 3,000 run just to make money isn't always the great move, right? And keeping these small print runs on a lot of these books keeps the hobby going. The collectability of the books gives you a little bit of I don't want to say integrity necessarily, but you kind of know what I'm saying. Do you guys feel that way at all?
Yeah, I mean, we try to, we try to keep our print runs low. I mean, that's how I always collected. Because I got into comics way late, and I was in the variant scene like right away. I just loved different covers, and the lower the print, the better to me.
Yeah,
I just, if there's 30 in the freaking world, like it's a cool thing to me.
Yes,
it's cool, and a lot of stuff I know is print runs and stuff aren't always maybe on the honest side of things.
Yep.
We print 500, we hold some back for damages, and then we end up releasing those if we have them left over, after the sale, and we get all the books in and we notice we still have 12 copies we can sell.
Yep.
And we don't we don't then jack the price up $100.
Yeah, or a lot of these lower print runs, you start seeing them show up more and more copies out there as the years go by. It's kind of telling, and we're getting into that time period right now of exclusives have been done long enough that the waters are starting to get a little muddy. It's starting to get a little muddy. So
I'm seeing new retailers in the last 3 months that I haven't seen post a book ever.
Yep.
There's lots of them, and it's for us. It's it's like it's a little scary, being in the business, and like I mean, even before when I started, and I did my first books with Source Point Press. Mm-hmm. I didn't have to have. You don't have to have a diamond account with some of these guys. You can just be like, hey, here's a logo I made up. Freaking print me 100 books, and like I'm gonna try to sell that shit anywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's bonkers, man. Especially right now with third market is a good thing. I think it's a great thing, but it's just we kind of got to police ourselves a little bit so we don't get out of control. I think sometimes
it happens in cycles. We saw this happen around 2016 to 2017, right around there too, and it got a little out of hand, and then it settled back down for a little bit. So I think we're going to kind of see the same.
Whoa, Marco. We'll settle down.
No need to start pulling weapons.
I know. Hey.
Yeah. What are you going to do with that thing, dude?
I didn't open the box at all. I wanted to show everybody the.
All right, let's get into it, ladies and
That's not
gentlemen.
a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah. Let's get into the Marco grading unboxing.
That's a knife.
We did go back and we made sure because we kind of talked through it. I didn't open this even though Kyle said I should. But if you recall from about,
I just didn't want you to pull a fingerprintless solo Wookiee fucking endeavor.
I will say that, hey, listen, this is an awkward box, but like, as far as I know, for it looks like you did a good job. You know,
Well,
put enough fragile sides in there. And
Before you
everything
get exactly into it, let's talk a little bit about where they're coming from. EGS Grading is a smaller grader that's doing stuff right now, right? That you guys, how'd you guys? I can't remember exactly who found out about it. How'd you guys found out about it? Like, how did,
Ish brought him up.
Ish
Okay.
brought him up, and we wanted to send Unicorn out there, so we sent Unicorn to go see what they're going to grade. And then when we did that, we got such a good response. People were like, "Well, can't you just grab some regular books and do some test all their options?" So I said, "Yeah, sure." I'll go into the closet, and we pulled out about 20 books, and we said we'll submit 5. We ended up submitting 6, and we let the fans, the chat, decide what books we submitted.
There's 6 books in that box?
Yeah, hopefully, I would hope so.
One of the things that EGS is getting a little love for is the fact that you can customize the label, which is really cool to me. I know that took off in grading, card grading. I mean, also. So there's a card grading company doing it too, but really cool stuff that you can do customization wise with the label. So, all right.
When you say customization, you mean they just give you like a half dozen options of things you can do?
Well,
yeah, you got a bunch of colors and stuff that you could pick from, and
okay.
Yeah.
Also, you can give it to them and say, "Hey, make this look cool," and they'll do a cool like Photoshop of something, you know.
Which we did. We gave them a couple options. That was one. We chose one option, then we gave them an option. We also kind of went through, and I had a couple of my buddies come over, and we kind of graded out some of the books and made some notes to see how their grading went up against what we did. And a lot of the books that we took were in groupings that we had already sent out to CGC and stuff like that. So
you're performing an audit, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, show Unicorn. Where's Unicorn?
So this was Unicorn.
Yeah.
He gave me, and it's kind of cool. He does this certificate of authenticity.
Is that just outside of the slab, but inside the bag?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And like I showed, I think last time Jonathan was on,
Smells like hemp.
Yes. I sent one of his books to get graded.
You're saying inside the box smells like hemp?
Yeah, at least it doesn't smell like cat piss like PGX.
Who are you referring to there?
Yeah, the bubble wrap this. Huh?
And like I said,
they didn't give that a 9.9? Crap.
No.
Send it back. Send it back.
I'm going to.
You're gonna get it pressed. Send it back.
Yeah. Press for those 9.9s and 10. I think any 9.9 and 10 we've ever gotten has not been pressed. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Crazy.
I've never had good luck with pressing ever, so I just don't do it. You got struggling Marco here?
No, I got it.
Can't you show us the parts of the box? And
I did. I showed that already.
You see your fingerprints on it?
More.
You can
Solo
see.
gave more.
Yeah, Solo gave
Yeah,
a lot more.
if you're not unboxing this on screen, we're going to feel like we're getting a bait and switch here.
No. So there's like 20 pounds of bubble wrap that smell like hemp.
If you're looking for a quick turnaround with books,
It wasn't bad.
And they're for your private collection, EGS is a great way to go, and you want to customize your labels, it's a great way to go.
It said like 21 days, but I think it was really like business days. I think it was more like 32, but still, I mean, what was I counting? I wasn't paying attention that much. All right, let's see if, okay, so maybe it's backwards. We'll see.
You got Dwayne saying, wow, Marco is slower than Solo Wookiee.
I know, is that?
Them's
Yeah,
fighting
but
words.
Solo Wookiee actually had his already unwrapped. And
Send
that's
it,
how
Dave. Send it.
Oh, all
He
right.
was telling us about the wrapping you're throwing away. He would show that this is the bubble wrap.
Six boy.
So the first book we had was, still can't see. Was it Batman 90? Yeah, Batman 90. We had it as a 5.5. He gave us a. By the way, Hive Comics gave it a 4.5. He gave us a 4.5.
Oh, nice.
So hey, he yeah, okay. All right, fair enough.
So we know Marco's really bad at grading.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. What does this one say?
So next, what, Amazing Spider-Man 41?
Amazing Spider-Man
Show the
41. I'm
label
good.
on that one.
I'm gonna crack this one.
Yeah.
That's no 41's the
He
Rhino.
said, "I'm gonna crack this one."
Oh yeah, I'm definitely cracking this. I'm sending it back to an actual grader. So
Whoa,
Shots
So-
fired.
I
Well, that's
know,
not
right?
nice.
so
Wow.
ASM 41. I guess I gotta check his grader notes on this, but I don't know if he gave them. He gave it a 2.0. We knew there was creases down there. Yeah, we
You
had it
gave
ranked.
a 4.0 to 4.5.
No, we gave it 4.0. Hive gave it a 3.5, and he gave it a 2.0.
Could be something you didn't see on the inside.
We had 4
The
different
grader
people go
notes
through
are
it.
right there in the bag.
You're saying heat,
This-
so is this a one guy
It's
one-man show.
operation?
Yeah, it's a one man operation.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
there's no grader notes. All it says is this. It's certification.
Like it doesn't say
Well,
corner
so the
scuff,
grader
top or
notes.
bottom left corner.
Read it.
On the certification, there should be grader notes.
Yeah, it should say
That
taking
is the
into
grader.
effect the defects found.
Blunted corners, spine stress, crease on the bottom right, subscription crease on the front. We knew we had that. Edge wear. Oh, the back cover. Okay.
Definitely cracking that.
No, he said there's staining. He says there's staining, which there is.
God,
Wait, so what grade did he give you?
There's a miscut error on the front cover.
Deuce.
2.0. All right. Fair enough.
next we have Amazing Spider-Man 101.
Yeah. Do we? All right. Let me find that one.
You
Amazing
give
Spider-Man.
that a
Wait, Marco,
9.
show the label of the man one.
Yeah, show the labels off a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Well, these
show
aren't the
that.
custom ones. These are just like the. So it literally is those clip cases that
Yes.
he does with like he just does a do not remove
Snap
thing in
tights.
the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be easy to take off. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's nice. No, I guess I'm just used to a different type of grading system. I guess. Corner scuff top.
Rob's
right.
Comics, I think it was about a month.
Yeah, it was a little bit over a month. So it was supposed to be less than
second print.
7.0. This is the second print.
You gave it a 9.6.
Yeah. Gave it a 7.0. Apparently, he loves the words corner scuffing because there's corner scuff on this. There's corner scuffs on every book, apparently. And spine stress lines.
What's a corner scuff?
I've got no fucking clue what corner scuff is. None. No clue what that is. I definitely know it's not.
in the over. It's in the,
Because a scuff,
So
I
what?
wouldn't think of something on a corner. I'm thinking a
it's in the
scuff
over
is on
street grading.
the cover. Like,
It
Corner scuff
Ish.
would be like some fraying of the print or fraying of the paper on the corner. Dude, you don't look very happy. Let me just say,
I
you
don't
don't
care.
look very
I
happy.
don't care. Like, I threw the money away either way. I don't care. I just never. Every book has corner scuffing on it. So like, if you send in a bunch of books and your response on all there's corner scuffing and spine stress. I mean, okay, okay, fair enough.
the
7.0.
spine just need to relax.
Huh? I mean, whatever.
Do we need to have that guy come back on so you can talk it over with
Hey,
him?
never removed out of a bag. Was never taking out of a fucking
Okay.
bag and board.
Marco
Remember
gave this a 9.7.
Because I said that there's no way you can grade a book that's inside of a book. Let the chat guess. Let the chat guess what the grader notes were. Spine
Corner
stress lines.
stuffing.
Spine stress lines. I mean,
So
Corner
your
stuffing and spine
But no
9.7
corner
wasn't it.
scuffing.
scuff. No. Because this one is 5.5 for Dazzler, right? Which
What?
I don't know. What did I
You,
have on
you gave it a 7.5.
7.5? Right.
It looks like it has some like a refractor ability on, like if you put it up.
Oh no! So we did one. This is supposed to match the color of the. I don't know why we did that.
Cover? Oh, so it's like one of those IG stories.
No,
that just-
dude, I really don't actually care. No, it's not. It's just it's confusing.
He's had enough of it. Rage quit.
Yeah, no. Guess what? Scuffing. Okay, and
What?
spine stress. Okay.
So corner scuffing.
Yeah, corner.
Hey.
I got corner scuffing again. Yep, and spine stress again. Cool. And there's an indentation line on the front cover.
So John says, sounds like this company grades the hardest.
Yeah, this is
Corner
forget
scuffing.
CBCS. EGS.
Yeah,
is
corner
the-
scuff. I haven't had corner scuffing from either CBC or CGCS. All right, so the last one is we did
Damnation.
the last one I left because we did Damnation because we did the custom. We did a custom label on it, and we let them choose what the custom label was going to be. We had it at 9.6. There's a binary tear.
So wait,
That's
so
why
wait, hold on. So it's going to be an 8.5.
No, 9.4. Corner scuffing. I fucking can't. There's a fucking binary tear in it, dude. I mean, like, and no, that's a binary tear.
Oh, you know what? Mine has corner scuffing too.
Yes, spine stress. That's spine stress. It's spine stress. Okay.
The ice cream. Hey, I want to let Jonathan know. When you send your books out, you need to look for this corner scuffing because
corner scuffing. Every book has spine stressing and corner scuffing.
corner scuff, top and bottom, left front corner.
The sad part is, like, some of those that we had notes on, our notes were way different. Why they should have marked it down, but apparently, corner scuffing and stress to the spine is what drops grades.
Hey, it could be worse. You could get nothing. You got your 9.4. I'm not telling you why.
So Kyle, if you didn't have any corner scuffing, that would have been a 10.
Yeah, but my question is, you gave me a 9.6 on one that said corner scuffing and stress lines, and you gave me a 5.5 on one that said corner scuffing and stress lines.
The stress lines weren't as stressed, and it wasn't as scuffed.
So those are our grades.
Well,
At least I don't have to give away that ASM 41 because it did say it was missing a page, so that's a good thing.
is this a case of when you have a hammer? When you only have a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yes.
Man, I would probably never send those guys like an oversized book. You know?
Yeah,
at least my room now smells like.
He said he couldn't. He said he couldn't do oversized book because he didn't have the plastic
Case.
for him.
But this is
Speaking of oversized books,
I know I joke around a lot, but I am kind of a little bit disappointed because this was the one. So we had to pay extra. What was it? An extra $18.
Yeah.
And we let them choose what they were going to do to customize it. I'll take it out of this because I'm cracking these books anyways.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad customization. Just putting, just throwing a flaming skull on there.
Yeah,
it's not even
thanks
like
for the
cool.
gradient. Oh, thanks. You went from red to black.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you did for the customization. We did. I mean, you just put
like that flaming skull is the size of a quarter. It should be that whole damn thing.
Yeah, it should have been like flaming across. It would have been kind of something maybe cooler, I guess.
God, what a cool cover that is. It's always going to be a dope cover.
You want to glow in the
send
dark?
those cases to Hartman after you crack them all.
Yeah, no problem. So your address, you can have it. No, I mean, whatever. It was worth the experiment, and it was only like $170 or something like that. I mean, look, some of them the grades could be, if we're a half or one grade off, it could be debatable, I guess. But the reason why, I guess, is kind of like, okay, well,
maybe the reasons are understood. You just didn't understand about the scuffing,
corner stuffing,
and the spine stress, which is why you got the extra
in like
note about
12 years of sending stuff to be grading, I never once had something come back as corner scuff. No, hey, wait, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong. You get a lot. There's other people in here that get a lot. They've got a lot of stuff. Have you guys over at Hive ever got corner scuffed?
Never. I've been like, you guys ever had any? You probably have some Paper Girls #1.
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice the corners on those books, all of them are kind of funky. And I don't know.
They have the bindery tears, they call them, right?
This book has a binary tear on it, and he called the binary tear scuffing.
Well, maybe.
Which a scuff to me seems more like a color rub. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
color
that's
rub.
what I'm thinking. It's rub. It's
So every one of my books had color rub on them.
I know. I'm going to start asking like Image for reprints. Because the EGS says they're all color scuffed.
Yeah, they're all scuffed.
They're all scruffy.
I'm tired of this goddamn corner scuffing.
Okay, that's fine. So this book has scuffing on it. This
Kyle,
book has scuffing. No,
this has a line of scuffs on a plane.
Hey, this has color scuffing in the left corner.
This motherfucking comic.
Hold on, though. This has color scuffing on the corner, right? That's what it said, right? Color scuffing on the corner. Now, if you go over to Overstreet, go over and see what an NM can get to qualify for that. He didn't give me 9.6. He gave me 9.4. You can have qualifying marks, including scuffing, and still get a 9.6 out of it. At least is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the bindery tears. Maybe is that what he's talking about, or is he talking about this corner blunting? Maybe he should say corner blunting instead of corner scuffing.
Sounds different.
It's his fucking company. He can call.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Call what I want.
Hey man, do what I want.
Yeah, but those are two kind of pretty different things, though. The blunting and the scuffing.
No, but I mean, but hey,
Scuffing is
Ish,
a
you said
It's
Overstreet,
just
so let's.
a surface thing. Blunting. I don't have my Overstreet guide with me, so I can't.
Oh, you want me to go grab one?
I
I
got
can't
them
look
right
at it.
here.
We have it
You
at
want
the
me to look
shop.
up?
Yeah,
You got the big one.
go look up the listing. What they say, you can grade something at a 9.6 near mint. See what the definition is and what the exceptions are on it. Because I'm willing to bet scuffing in the left corner is an exception you can get away with.
You know, I'm willing to bet that corner scuffing in the left corner is something you can get away with.
Yeah,
Well, no.
yeah.
Well, but
no
that's how
corner scuffing
grading
here,
works.
Steve.
That's how grading works. Like everybody thinks it's just some clown going like, "This book's a 9.8." Woo! No, that's
Brian
not how it
knows
works.
blunting.
I do know
Brian
blunting.
knows
I'm about to
blunting.
go take care of that right now.
Well, we have 106 people in here right now. Should we give away this book?
I should have given away the 41.
Might as well, because it can't be graded by EGS because it's
Well, now we have
oversized.
103. I can't give the book away.
You know what, Kyle? The problem is you put some spine stress on it when you were flipping through the pages earlier.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't scuff it.
I totally see corner scuffing on this. Sorry, guys. It's right here.
I can't see the. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, that's scuffed to shit. That's
Ed says,
If you hit that with the high resolution camera, you can see the scuffs clear as day.
yeah.
"Sure, give away."
Let's put that under the microscope. Yep, there it is, right there. There's those scuffs.
Of course, you're giving that book away now.
It's corner scuff. I don't
No, you got corner scuffs on it. You got.
We got to give away the scuffed one.
Oh. You know, and I just like I was already like with it to enter the stuff because I was so ticked that it kept resetting all the time too. I mean, God bless the guy. Good luck. Not for me. Not for me.
Marco.
Good luck.
Marco just put EGS in the same box as anime and Star Trek right there.
I think it's
No, anime's up here.
I think it's anime, Star Trek, that goddamn
Corner
corner
scuffing.
scuffer from EGS.
No, I just like. All right.
what was I looking in this thing for? I got this Overstreet. Not even
Look what for Overstreet's guide. Look at
Yeah, I
what
got
it qualifies. What qualifies
The
for
grading
near mint.
guide, not the price
I
guide.
found it. It took me a while. I had to
grading
get the table of
It has
contents.
it in the price guide. It has the grading guide in the price guide.
But
yes.
they have a grading book that every page has a comic cover on it, and it shows all the examples. It really breaks it down.
Ish is really loving this. Did you get a
I'm
percentage?
thinking
Did you get a
my
percentage of my
corner
180 bucks, bro? Ish might have got a check on this one. All right. I mean, look, it's for
corner
Ish.
stuffing is if you took a 9.8 book, let's say, or something really glossy, and you put your thumb on the cover and rubbed it really hard, and it just didn't necessarily take the color off or anything else, but
that's how I read
altered
comics.
the glossiness in any way. That's what they call scuffing.
So that,
Different
I'm
from
sorry.
blunting.
That's point. That's
Blunting
point.
is like an edge.
You're saying
Scuffing
that's
is a
minus
surface thing.
0.6. I'm even saying with scuffing. You're saying
I
that's
haven't looked at your book. I don't know what grade it is.
It says you said check Overstreet. Overstreet gives you allowances. That is how grading works.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all about allowances. Scuffing
Not
of
looking at
one
the picture.
corner, which would be a rub, I guess is what you're calling it. It's not even a full color
Pete
rub.
has it up, right?
I never
I
write
got
that.
this, but I don't have the pictures. I just got the.
All right, go to your giveaway.
Yeah, that's
figure
the
out your
price guide.
figure out your giveaway. I'll look up what the
Well, what should we do for the giveaway?
somebody explain to me how much scuffing
Mark
is
will give
acceptable.
away one of those slabs.
I'll give away my
No, we need-
slabs.
Yeah. What we should have done is had people guess what Marco was going to get on his grading, and whoever got
Oh
closest.
no,
You'll get better booze.
Jonathan did. Jonathan was wrong too. Jonathan was guessing it because we were giving all the notes. Like, did we not give pretty detailed notes, Jonathan? When we were going over it, we were telling you like we counted out how many stress sprains, we counted out all this stuff. Like we were going through a lot. Like it wasn't like me just going like these are my books. I gave it to guys, didn't tell them what they wanted. We averaged it out, and we had lists of like all the mistakes that we were on it and everything. We weren't trying to say these were perfect books, but scuffing and like the whole up and down spine stress thing. Come on, bro. So like every book's never been moved before. Like, is that what you're saying? Because like, if that's the case, then he better not be giving anybody a 9.8, because I know for sure for shit that Damnation, nobody even opened that book. It has never been out, and it has been in a bag and board since day one. So unless the first guy came in there and thumb fucked it, like you're saying, thumb fucked it like this before he put it in the fucking bag.
He had to put it in the bag.
Yeah, so he thumb fucked it and then put it in the bag and screwed up.
That's
the
what the guy at Diamond did. You know, I'm gonna do all these books.
Yeah, but I've sent other books from the
fuck 'em.
exact same place by the exact same manager who's bagged them before, and to CBS and CGC, and they come out 9.8. No scuffing notice. Well, they don't give it for anything, but
your only grading mistake was sending the books.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It was only like $173. I mean, like that's.
And we stole the Flipside credit card for it.
Oh yeah, sure we did. We got they thought we
now
stole.
we're not doing that shtick.
No, because we got reprimanded. They're like, you can't tell us you're stealing the credit card. Like I was like, why not? Nobody thinks we're really stealing the credit card. Get out of here.
This is now the show where we destroy all the grading companies. It was CBCS 2 weeks ago. Now it's EGS.
You should send those in and see what the grades are that come back.
Okay, so where am I sending them next? You guys are just wasting my money at this point, but sure, let's go.
Why not? Send them to CGC and see if it passes muster.
CGC is going to cost me 3 times as much as that. So, like, unless y'all are chipping in, I'm willing to waste $200. I'm not willing to waste like $400.
PGX for last to avoid the cats.
Yeah,
you know what? You know what, Marco? Crack yourself open in OnlyFans and earn that money, baby. Then you can use that to pay for it.
Is that a Star Trek thing?
If you want it to be.
Get our super chat money to keep sending shit in.
Yeah, just keep super chatting us up. We'll send it. We'll send each one out there. I'm not, dude. I've already spent almost $200, which was fine. I'm not spending another $400+ on top of that. And by the way, I sent it in overnight, like priority walk up overnight, because I was behind on it and I wanted to get it out faster. So I spent a little bit more than I was supposed to on it just to get the shipping out there faster. But look, man, I mean, if you like that type of stuff, it's cool. I mean, if you don't care about the grades and stuff, I guess it's cool to have it. I think you should just give a non-grading option.
Here's a couple things I'll say before we segue. Sounds like grading times are getting a little bit better at CGC. They're great at CBCS. So if you're worrying about great waiting times and turnaround times, you can be a little bit happier. That being said, check out EGS Grading. That's EGS Grading at egsgrading.com.
Andy did something like you got it back in 21 days from CGC or something.
Yeah, Comic Man Andy figures out all the little secrets, but he don't share, so I don't like him. All right,
he's getting quicker. They are getting quicker.
Yeah,
I just sent a book out to CBCS, so we'll see how long that takes.
Matt Nelson's cracking the whip.
Did you do the 2-day?
No, I did standard with fast pass, so it should be a month.
2-day with CBCS is like 2 weeks, but I mean, it's
30. How much is it? How much is it per book?
It's only like for modern. I think it's only like $35,
$36. Yeah,
something like that.
That's not bad.
No, like we did a bunch of those Del Auto Star Wars covers. We sent those to CBCS.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad you got to tell me how it turns out. I love those books, but I also love those Italian books, and I want to know how well they grade.
Oh, we got all 9.8s.
Oh, even better.
And then we are getting back so we sent a bunch to Del Auto, and we're getting all those back. And I think we got 23 9.8s for CGC though.
Yeah. The last time I saw James, he talked me into sending him something, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you motherfucker, because I know I could.
That Panini, the Panini High Republic one.
Yeah.
Okay.
James talked me into sending something, and I'm like, you motherfucker. So I'm going to hold him to a well-deserved trade. He's got some goodies heading his way.
Did he show you his grades on his Spirit Weeklies?
Yes. They screwed him.
But there's holes in them, man. They like punch that shit with a 3-hole puncher.
Oh, okay. That being said, he fucking rocked house.
7 sevens
Yeah.
with 3-hole punches in those fucking
On
things?
old newspaper print.
Brian, how do we give this book away?
Yeah, Kyle's still trying to give away the Remo Williams book.
All right, so we got this cool thing that I haven't figured out how to use yet.
A poll?
No, not a poll.
We should do a poll. Will you use EGS now after Marco's unboxing?
Yeah, we could do that.
Sorry, dude.
We could do that.
I'm not quite sure I'm going to give my really opinion of what I think about it.
Yeah, we can do that. All
I feel
right,
like
so
you kind of did.
No, believe me, I
Right.
didn't.
So you got to be an active user, and we'll put it at 15 minutes. So you guys stay active in the chat over the next 15 minutes or so, and we'll pull a random user from chat. So again, another reason to catch us live. If you guys catch us live, this is how we're going to start doing our giveaways, our live giveaways. So be active in the chat, hang out with us, have some fun, and we'll pick a random poll, a random winner in the chat. All right, let's start a poll here. Let's get a little crazy. Let's go.
But I'm excited to see to get my Batman Adventures 12 back from CBCS. I went kind of big this time.
All right. Hate to
Scuff
say it.
comments.
Right?
Best corner scuffing comment. Go.
Well, I just read the description too of like what the allowances are, and now even more tech. Oh well.
Yeah. All right. That being said, Sam's got some news. Well, actually, some news that I'm actually looking forward to. Because one of the things when it comes to like anime and stuff like that I absolutely love, that I'll always fall back to, is Cowboy Bebop. And we had some news, I think, last week about Cowboy Bebop, and kind of the excitement that's starting to build because of set photos and production stuff, right?
Yeah, so Netflix released their production stills, their first production stills of the cast, the primary cast. You have John Cho, who plays Spike Spiegel. You've got Faye Valentine and Jet Black all kind of walking around the set, and it's very much, you got them on the spaceship, you've got them in this kind of neon church location, which will all be very familiar to anybody who has ever watched the anime. Yeah, so here we go. Cowboy Bebop. It's coming out in November of this year.
Harold.
Yeah, I like John Cho. I'm glad he's getting some acting, some cool acting roles.
Mustafa Shakur is playing Jet Black, and Daniela Pineda is playing Faye Valentine.
And where does
ahead.
she come from? Where's Daniel? I've heard that name before. What was she in before this? Was she in something big before this? I've heard that name before.
Yeah, she has done a few things. Let me pull up her IMDb
Daniela
real quick. But
Pineda. They don't look like cowboys.
one of the things.
They
Yeah,
don't.
well,
And some of their names
Well,
sound
they
like
never
porn
did,
names.
right?
Just throwing that out there.
Sound like what?
Porn names, like, what's your
Porn
porn
names.
name? Jet Black.
Spike Spiegel,
Yeah,
Jet Black,
that's
Faye
fun.
Valentine.
Okay.
They sure do. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
And one of the things that was really funny, I think the set photos look great. I'm actually really excited. This is, I would call it a sister production to the live action adaptation of One Piece, which is my favorite anime, manga, whatever you want to call it, of all time, my favorite story of all time. And so I'm really kind of keyed in on this particular production, because if this fails, it's going to look really bad for One Piece. But I'm encouraged by these set photos. Anyway, Daniela Pineda has been in She was in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom as one of the assistants that went back to the island.
Yes.
okay.
She was in.
I remember.
She's been in a lot of different things, but that's kind of the. She was in the originals on the CW.
Dude, this looks great. That looks amazing right there.
Kyle, you just go straight from the bottle.
Fans, one of the kind of
I'm
funny
over
things
it.
about this one is the fans have been like hitting back or criticizing the way that they've done Faye Valentine because her anime outfit was much more revealing. She looked like, like a space prostitute.
Aren't those the
And
best?
so they're like, well, why isn't she wearing
Only if they
Space
probe your
prostitute
revealing
butthole.
outfit? Why isn't she taller? Why isn't she
definitely
this or
probed
that?
the butthole.
And she went back out and like hit back at the fans, and she's like, well, I'm sorry that I'm not 6 feet tall and that I don't have double D breasts. I'm sorry that my costume. Yeah.
I'm concerned about
The
stuff.
scuffing, right? It's supposed to look scuffed to some degree. They're kind of living by the seat of their pants. But she was kind of hitting back. And she says, we tried the outfit, but it kept falling apart during the stunts. Or it would get lost in my butt crack, and we couldn't pull it out. He was kind of punching back, and I've seen some people kind of take that as, dissing the fans or dunking on the fans. But I thought it was good natured. I think she's just trying to have fun with people, and I didn't see anything in these photos that made me feel nervous or concerned about the production. I think that the people who are making this are fans of the anime. And I think, I'm hopeful. I don't know that it's going to be really great because Netflix also did a Death Note adaptation that was terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. But
The set photos look amazing.
Yeah, this looks really, really good. I like this church scene.
You think it's going to be a disaster, Stephen Martin?
The church scene makes me think of The Killer.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. This looks good. This looks like I'll watch it.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop was
Me
the
too.
first one that I ever went.
Get out of here.
Okay, I like this. I'm getting into it, and it took forever of just stone nights of me just watching and not understanding anything because you usually would catch it in the middle of some storyline that you have no idea about. You never start from the beginning. But Adult Swim really made this show for me.
Hartman Sports Cards, you're absolutely right. The original composer is back and is composing the music for this show as well. They also have the original director as a producer and consultant on this series.
Corner scuffing on that picture.
Yeah. If you look at the altar on the front, you can tell there's definitely some scuffing on that altar. It will probably get a 5.5.
Yeah. Oh man.
So funny.
But yeah, I think if anybody is looking at this and complaining, I think they're looking for something to complain about.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to this. Netflix also did release a Bleach adaptation, which I thought was pretty good. And I think that's kind of marking, hopefully, a turnaround on anime adaptations. I would say, it was probably a 3 out of 5 for me, that Bleach adaptation. So hopefully, this is a good one. Does any live action take on good manga cartoons ever do well? Like I said, Bleach was good. If you guys have ever seen Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, that is a manga adaptation. The manga is called All You Need Is Kill. And that is a very good adaptation, in my opinion.
I agree. Totally forgot about that, man. That's crazy. Yeah, here it is.
I agree with Jonathan.
Elven.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I totally forgot about that. Holy cow. Very cool.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, looking forward to the Cowboy Bebop for a lot of reasons, but if it's good, then that bodes well for the One Piece anime or live action adaptation. So yeah, if you guys are fans of Cowboy Bebop, would love to know what your thoughts are in the chat regarding the set photos and the.
I got a question. Do you got to read all that manga? You got to read it backwards? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And upside down.
Not upside down. Most of the volumes tell you how to read it, but it goes from top right to top left and then down in rows like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah. All the so I teach 6th grade, and all the 6th graders, even the last 2 years, that's all they're into.
Yeah.
Naruto or something.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but in France is like a huge consumer of manga. They have this stipend that they give out to college kids for art, and 70% of it goes to purchase manga.
Yeah, it's the most selling thing in print, right? Manga or something like that. I mean, it's like crazy
Certainly
sales.
In France, yeah.
So
you think it's like a rebellious thing? Like, oh, they told me to read the book this way, but I'm going to read it the fucking opposite way.
Maybe, but I think more so it's just really fun stories. They're just really good stories, and the girls have big boobs.
Yep.
I like big boobs.
And are being molested by octopi.
Yep.
That happens almost never.
Yeah, it's usually just one octopus.
Just the ones that you're watching, Marco.
That's an octopi, right?
Yeah.
Pie. Sorry, I've been drinking, but not that much.
It was Marco who asked for the tentacles on the thumbnail. So
Yeah.
Before he knew about corner scuffing.
Yeah.
Is it T Jones? T Jones. Is it pronounced Naruto?
You can pronounce it any way you want.
So.
There's no they don't have any convention about how you stress syllables in Japan. So you can say Naruto, Naruto. It doesn't matter.
I need to go there. That sounds like I'm in heaven.
Oh, that's your place there, Marco.
Yeah, that's me for sure.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about was I'm a big fan of Chainsaw Man. I don't know if any of you guys have picked up on that, but the author of Chainsaw Man is putting out an anthology of works that he's already done, just a bunch of one-shots. One-shots, so manga is like a serial production, so you may have a chapter a week or a chapter a month for a long time. And if there's any just single chapter stories or one-chapter stories, they call those one-shots. But the author of Chainsaw Man is releasing 2 sets of these one-shots. One of them is called 17 to 21, and the other one is called 22 to 26. And he has very interesting take on stuff. I wanted to put up that one photo I put in the chat of the astronauts.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find that. That was such a dope photo. I'm gonna bring that up. Yeah, because that was really dope art. Yeah, here we go. This is cool. Dope. Drink. There we
God,
go.
I wish corner scuffing was on the list.
Scuffing would have been great.
That is a cool photo.
This was
cool.
one of my favorite panels from Chainsaw Man.
Those guys are fucking tall.
You've got all these astronauts lined up in like a prayer pose, but they've been cut in half and disemboweled. And then you have like a devil in the shadow there, kind of looking over the whole scene. And it's just so striking and so terrifying.
Yeah, there's something weird about like ever since that movie came out about the astronauts, was it Apollo 17 or Apollo 11, 18 or whatever was that? What was that movie where the astronauts where they went and they
13.
No, not the real one, the horror movie. The horror movie where the astronauts went up and they saw something on the moon and it was done really well. It kind of looked real and shit. That was really creepy about being an astronaut stuck out in the middle of nowhere and you got to deal with fucking Jason or some crazy monster trying to kill you. It makes it even creepier.
Or Transformers
Talking
2.
about Friday the 13th 10?
No,
Jason in space?
The chat will know. There's a story, not to get back into aliens bullshit, but there's a story that Apollo didn't end, and it went to Apollo 18 through 21 were secret missions. And they did there we go, Apollo 18, a movie where that's why they played off of that type of rumor, and they said the reason why that they don't talk about them is because these tapes came back of them getting fucking destroyed, eaten by monsters or something. So
here you go.
Interesting.
This is what it is right here.
Yeah, here we go. I love this one. Apollo 18 with a solid 28% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Must have had scuffing.
Yeah.
Scuffing 18.
I don't know anybody who's given a Chainsaw Man a 28%. Chainsaw Man is highly regarded. So, the author is putting out these other works. So if you're into Chainsaw Man, look for these
This one you talked about last
anthology
time.
series. They're going to be in October and November.
What's a quick one paragraph synopsis of Chainsaw Man? I assume he just has chainsaws everywhere, cuts people up.
I'll give you my version. So Denji is a teenage boy who gets his heart, or he gets assassinated, and he makes a pact with a chainsaw demon who replaces his heart and allows him to continue living. And anytime he gets in trouble, he pulls a pull cord in his chest, and he becomes the Chainsaw Man you see there on that cover.
That's fucking cool.
But because he's now half demon, the government wants him dead. But in exchange for the division leader's promise to let him feel her boobs, he agrees to fight for the government.
You know what?
So teenagers trying to feel boobs. I'm down. As a teenager, I want to feel boobs too. Good.
What guys will do to feel boobs?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is fucking metal as fuck, bro.
If you look at the third row of photos there, the girl whose boobs he's after. Go down one more, right underneath you. That's the girl whose boobs he's after.
So you're reading
Nice
books
boobs.
about teenagers trying to feel other teenagers' boobs up. This is what you're telling me?
A bunch of teenagers are reading that, dude.
Dude, that's just his motivation.
It's my
still kind of
motivation,
stays
too.
true to
It's
that,
my
but it's so
motivation,
much
too,
more
yeah.
than that. Like the story goes in so many directions, and there is a twist ending that just freaking blew my mind away. I cannot tell you, and this is
When he
an
had a chance,
amazing,
he grabbed her
amazing
butt.
story.
So it's a simp. It's a chainsaw simp who's just trying to feel boobs.
You're not wrong, but
There you
it's
go.
amazing. It is incredible.
All right. I mean, I don't know. In this state, they arrest you for shit like that, but cool. All right. Very good.
It's
I
incredible.
don't think this
And
stuff is really happening, Marco. Like this
If you
isn't
grab
real,
the
bro.
boobs, you're going to be half demon.
I'm
Fuck
joking.
it. All right, sign me up.
I don't think there's a dude that's actually got chainsaws for a face, but if he does, I'm down.
All of a sudden, somebody's gonna dress like this at a con.
Gore, yeah,
Dude, people
gore.
already dress up like
there
that on the pod.
are Chainsaw Man cosplays. Those are worth looking up too. Chainsaw
What's
Man
that chick-
cosplay.
What's that chick's
Yeah, let's
name?
do it. Let's go down that rabbit hole at this fucking point.
I don't know what I'm looking at right there. I just see pieces.
I know what is going on.
Oh shit!
He's like a simp with a chainsaw mask on him. Oh my god.
I don't know why everybody calls these people simps. Some of these people get more pussy than most people can dream of, dude.
Oh, dude,
They're
there's one
flowing
right in the
pussy.
middle.
Look, I'm pretty
The full
sure.
body.
What's her name?
Look at
Jessica
that.
Negri. I'm pretty sure
So
she
it's-
just did that.
I like that.
Who's
So
just
she's a cosplay chick. She usually just shows her boobs off, but this time she's Chainsaw Man, right?
she's cosplay, but she usually just shows her boobs off. That's cool.
That one's like
Dude.
real saw blades and shit.
That's so awesome.
You guys better watch out. Your mom's watching.
Yeah, but she agrees.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
most of the time she does this kind of stuff.
I don't know. I'm getting pretty deep waters here. You
Yeah, we're
guys,
gonna get
so-
out of here. We should probably 86. for that. All right.
Once you get to the picture with the "I'm gonna hold my own tit," like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we get the point.
yeah, but it
So-
is incredible. It starts out really lighthearted, but it gets
You
super
sold me
dark.
boobs.
Gets super dark real quick.
That's,
I like
that's,
the gender bent version. Wow, look at that.
that's Jessa Negri.
This is what he's gonna add as the background.
If you want.
Wait, so it's okay. I think Cowboy Bebop's more my style. Maybe I don't. Teenagers.
That's got to be a bitch to walk around a
Teenage
con
Sims
like
are
that.
not exactly my thing.
Japan.
All you need to fuck somebody up, but turn your
I
head.
bet you that bitch would walk past my car and scratch it.
Like the motorcycle. in reverse.
she might carve her name
stuffed.
into it.
Hey, yeah, your car's got a bunch of scuffs on it now too. I guess that's a 9.4.
My car just got some corner scuffing on it.
Yeah. Thank you, David. Please. I mean, come on. What was he talking about? We know those dudes ain't getting nothing.
I knew this girl in college. She had somebody key her car, and it was bitch. Someone keyed the word bitch into her car, and she turned the A and the T into an A, so it said Bach. I was like, "Oh, you a fan of like classical music?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah. There you go. Good one,
Yeah,
James.
Good.
I
It's
like
good.
that. That's a good comment.
Yeah. So
Desert
very
Punk,
cool
James,
stuff.
James did a good job. He just
Desert
turned
Punk
into
is another
Bach, too.
anime that features heavily on the boob front.
I have a feeling that's a lot. Is it not?
There's nothing wrong with the boob front.
No.
I grew up in a highly populated Japanese area growing up. So like a lot of the restaurants we go into that's all they had
boob
was
front?
no, but they had the Magna or whatever you call it, the comic books. So like as kids we do it and we loved it because it's a bunch of boobs. Like we were like kids going like
That's where
we're
his
just reading the comic
optical
book.
porn
Like so awesome.
started.
Yeah.
He would love for hentai tentacle porn.
It wasn't hentai. It was like just boobs. Like all the girls had boobs in it, and they were like very scantily clad, and all the guys' eyes would like blow out. You know what I mean?
Bloody
all the
noses.
time. Yeah, bloody nose.
I don't think that was
the
their
freak
eyes.
out bloody nose thing. All that. Yeah,
That wasn't her eyes.
but either way, like so that's what I kind of grew up. So to see chainsaw like simps, I was like, oh, that's a little bit too crazy for me, I think. But cool. At least somebody likes it.
The last little bit I wanted to talk about was a really kind of fun noir mystery manga is coming to an end. It's called No Guns Life. It's about this detective or private eye whose head is replaced by a giant gun, and it's really cool story. But it's coming to an end. So
Your head. So one head's replaced with a chainsaw, the other's with a gun, huh?
yeah, but their tone is totally different. One of them's like a detective noir drama. The other one is a horror action comedy. So it's totally different.
I'm gonna read one of these. I'm serious. I'm semi intrigued, kind of.
Oh, I'll check Chainsaw Man out. Fuck yeah.
You look at
Chainsaw Man
Marco's
is
manga and the
awesome.
boob is all.
I was distracted by a six boy with his underboob is sweaty.
I do want to bring this up because this is funny. There was a meme I saw that said that this guy had tweeted, when I was a kid, they told me that I was going to have peer pressure to do drugs all the time. No one has ever asked me to do drugs, but anime, people are telling me to watch anime every freaking day. It's like that's where the real peer pressure is at.
They're hanging out with the wrong crowd.
All right.
All right. So before we Segoo on, I want to show some love. I see everybody's talking in the chat about our favorite third-party selling system, the one that we watch Dennis Barger freak out on every sale. So shout out to the mighty Mel V, who is live right now, and giving him a little.
Let's sit here and bid up one of his books for fun.
Yeah. So, 666. There you go.
Here's the bad mofo mystery pack. I mean, Jesus.
So it sounds like the new meta in third market sales are mystery packs. Everybody's doing them now. So I like it. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a cool idea. I you know me, I'm into sports cards and opening packs, and I have a gambling addiction that rules my life. But it's a lot of fun. So if you guys love that type of thing, then buy mystery packs. No, I'm just joking.
720.
I'm just joking.
Let's do it. Get out the Flipside credit card. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Hey, look, Dennis won it.
Dennis won. There we go.
Well, we know
There
he's
we
not
go.
watching the show anymore.
Dude, Mel's got more than us. He's got 99 viewers.
Yeah, that's about right, man.
100,
Mighty Mel V, baby.
That's really all I do. Went over there to. Well, let's
That
all watch from
motherfucker.
here too while we're at it.
Yeah.
You know, the problem with mystery packs is that they're not a mystery to the person who puts the pack together.
Yeah, agreed.
They need a
Yes.
double blind mystery pack.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to give a shout out to everybody that's over there doing that stuff and continue getting good deals because Whatnot is definitely not the place for sellers.
Thank you,
It's a-
Dennis.
I'm watching you and getting
Dennis
there.
got bald.
Yeah.
Multitasking.
Oh,
It is the
shit.
place-
Oh
What
shit!
number is
Here we
that?
go.
So that was what was in that. He's opening that box for them. So they
Oh,
paid
nice.
So Dennis paid $700 for that.
Let's see what Dennis got. Dennis is in our chat. Let's see what he got. Dennis,
You got
there you
a
go.
Something is Killing the
All right.
Children number one.
Number
What is
one.
that?
I think it's a fourth print, maybe? or fifth print?
9.6.
Fifth print, maybe.
The runs got low.
What?
5. Not as great as 6. Still low. Look it up. Movie's coming soon. I mean,
See if it's got scuffings.
9.8,
It's got
not a
some quarters.
9.6. 9.8.
But still a 9.8.
All right, let's see what else is in there.
CGC Labs. They come beat the CGC.
You guys tell Mel that he's being watched live on Tales from the Flip Side.
I know you didn't order enough to get one of these bad boys.
There you go. That's in the mystery pack also.
What's the stuff with you last week on the Hot 10? Tony Fleece? Spider-Man.
There you go, Tony Fleece fans. Shout out to Tony Fleece.
It is.
All right, come on, let's see what else is in there, buddy. Chop
Come
chop.
on, come on.
Yeah, speed it up. We don't
Come
have
on,
all
Mel. Hurry
day.
the fuck up, Mel.
There I am. All right, I let him know we're watching.
Yeah.
This auction is.
Chop chop.
Tell him
Ooh.
to move. Tell him to go faster.
So you got that a CGC number
Beach
1.
Momoko. Dennis,
There,
you
I
eating,
told him
bro.
to go faster.
You eating, bro. You eating, kid. My man Dennis eating. And you know what? I'm glad Dennis won too because that's good.
I bet you are. $700 glad. I'm glad for you.
Yeah, he's glad. He's glad he got $700.
So that's what he got for $700. That's not bad. Not bad, I guess. I don't know what is a number a CGC something that's killing children number 1 whatever print that is. What does that go for?
Print. I'll look it up.
5th print?
I think it's 5th because I think 4th is a portrait of her on there.
Not bad.
All right, there you go.
You know what?
Yeah,
After
we've seen
the
you.
line forms to the left.
Yeah, the line is pretty long right now, buddy.
375 and 450. There are 2 copies up right now.
Okay, so 450. Let's give him the
Those
love
are
on
up there.
that for that one book. And then the Peach Momoko book.
Which was that's the Defenders, right?
Yeah. And then the Spider-Man book.
Defenders Peach. Jesus. Defenders Peach is 220.
Oh, really?
So 650.
275.
Okay, so
Is
let's
that what
say
they're asking? Or is that what we're
That's
selling?
asking.
here?
That's-
asking.
okay.
Yeah, we're
I can
doing
get
asking.
sold if you want to check sold instead.
No, it's okay. I it seems like that's pretty much worth it. That was some firebox. I hope it's firebox. I want everybody to get firebox.
Fuck this show. I'm bidding now.
Yeah. So shout out to
Oh,
Mighty
fuck,
Mel
I'm
V.
winning.
Well, I don't got
Okay,
700
okay.
extra bucks right now, so I'm not bidding right now.
Yeah. But that being said, you guys give if you guys are on Whatnot, follow Tales from the Flip Side on there. And anybody else who is associated with Tales from the Flip Side, you know that you're getting some quality information, no bullshit, no trash panda advice, and
Okay.
some decent content. So
I showed, I think, last time Jonathan was on that.
Smells like
no trash panda advice. Where's that coming from?
I don't,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's kind of funny.
No
though.
trash panda advice. What does
Is that
even
better?
mean?
It's
Yeah.
worse. It's
Yeah.
so much worse.
Yeah.
What's going on?
That
I
was
don't
a nice
know. That was
callback.
weird.
We're caught in an audio loop somehow.
That's awesome. No trash panda advice. I love it. That should be the start of the show. No trash panda advice.
We
Kill
gotta
all the
rename it
trash pandas.
Trash Panda and corner scuffing.
That is what you take. That is the takeaway from tonight's show.
I had to move that box out. It smelled so much like Chipuli or whatever they call that hemp smell that, dude, it stunk up the whole fucking room.
What'd you call it?
Hemp doesn't smell like patchouli, bro.
Chipuli.
Whatever. It smells like a head shop.
We need to get the
My eyes are bleeding
out
at
of
this
get the
point.
fucking
Get
chicken
the
out of here.
fucking box out of here.
The Chipuli.
Chipuli.
You're getting some quality.
Where's that?
What are we doing?
Is that you, Jonathan?
Maybe.
Yeah,
As long as I know it's not me. As long as I know it's not me, I'm good with it.
It was me.
All right.
Hey, JJ Maxwell said that he got exactly $700 in sold value for $700.
There we go.
I mean,
There we go.
Department Sports says patchouli.
Whatever. Fuck ever. I can't fucking see anymore. I gotta go wash my hands, man. I got it in my eyes at this fucking point. Like, shit, dude.
Yeah. And patchouli doesn't smell like fucking hemp, bro.
I said a head shop.
It smells like dirty hippies.
It just makes me think of
Yeah, dirty
Hot Deli
hippies
with
don't
hot
smell like
Tuesday.
hemp at all, man. No.
The wonderful smell of weed is glorious, man. It is glorious. All right, next
damn, that box
next
smells
segment.
like Chipotle.
Before or after?
Oh my god, I gotta go wash my hands.
It's-
I got the shit in my eyes. God
You
damn it.
just can't. It's in my eyes.
Ish. While Marco is busy having allergic reaction to Chipotle, let's
Chipotle's
get
not
into
sitting
some.
well with him, so he had to go run.
Let's get into some. Jesus. Let's get into some news for nerds. Star Trek news.
Might as well mute Marco.
Yeah, let's
in
just
case he
mute
comes
him.
back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll just lay it back on. I won't wear it. I'll just put it back.
Marco has an allergic reaction to that
Yes,
whistle.
Pete with the T-shirt. That's a dope T-shirt, Pete. You got bullied into taking it off earlier. I'm disappointed.
It was just too tight. I was afraid I would like reach for my glass and it would like rip in the armpit because it was really snug.
That's something Kirk or Riker.
Yeah. All right. So
It says wait for Marco to come back first.
I think it'd be better for us
We
to
put
just
some
be
up on
midstream.
screen.
Like, what are you guys
yeah,
talking about?
I'm trying to find your
Wesley
goodies
Crusher.
here.
You know, while he's bringing that up, Ish, do you know what the Picard maneuver is?
Yes.
Thanks for coming on, Jonathan. It's always fun.
I had to teach my
That's
kids
that
what
was
the Picard
in one of the
maneuver was.
episodes. Well, that was like a spaceship kind of evasive maneuver, was it not?
No, it's when he pulls his shirt down.
Oh,
that
the
episode.
shirt, the tuck.
Pulls his shirt down.
Okay, all right.
They call
Oh,
it
yeah,
the Picard maneuver.
He does that a lot, especially.
Well, what some news actually it happened a couple days ago, but I only found out on Friday was an actor Eddie Paskey. He passed away at the age 81. Best known as Lieutenant Leslie
Red
on
shirt
Star Trek, the
guy.
original. Yep. He was in a bunch of other TV, like kind of legendary American television actor, but really well known for that role in Star Trek. And people don't realize he was actually in more episodes and on screen more than both Sulu and Chekhov combined. So that guy he really was one of the OGs right there, Lieutenant Leslie.
Oh
And
shit!
he
that's
always played a
badass.
variety of roles.
So he was like Rockwell in Galaxy Quest. Like he was the guy.
The
He's
guy.
the
Yeah, I
guy.
guess so.
Yeah, that's
There's
crazy.
a couple of the actors that are well known for having played the red shirts. One is David Ross, and then the other was Eddie Paskey. So rest in peace.
Zombie
to
from
him.
Pee Wee died. That's a bummer.
I know,
Where'd
right?
that come from?
The one and only Dennis Barger with
That's just like straight randomness. Talking
Yeah.
Star Trek. Hey guys, you know Zombie died last month.
OG Ultraman died too, huh? Well, isn't there some type of thing with the red shirts in Star Trek or something? Like a red shirt always gets killed
It's
or
kind of
something?
it's kind of a cliche. Yeah, always the red shirts die. I mean, they do quite a bit of them do die, but they don't always die. But it's something you can joke about always. It's one of those things like "Beam me up, Scotty." Nobody ever actually said that line that way, but it's just part of pop.
Well, it's just the same thing as like Luke, I'm
I
your
am your
father. He
father.
actually doesn't say
Yeah.
it.
That came from Tommy Boy, dude. I'm telling you.
He's the one who made that famous
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. It's because of Tommy Boy.
But yeah, whenever you watch, if you ever watch an original series Star Trek episode, keep an eye out. You'll always notice this guy. He's always somewhere doing something on the bridge.
We're just gonna keep doing the Picard maneuver, I guess.
Some other news for fans of Star Trek Discovery, which is on Paramount Plus, season 4, just wrapped. So I think we should be seeing it towards the end of the year. Finally come out.
That's already up to 4.
Yep.
Wow.
And I read that it was a very challenging production, of course, obviously because of COVID and all this stuff. And normally the show is a Canadian production, and so I don't think they were able to do it there this year. So they had to kind of on the fly do a season. But fans of the show, if you're a fan of the show, then you know the way season 3 ended. So you're pretty stoked for. Let's see, someone says all 6 fans are stoked, but that's actually not true.
Oh, sticks.
There's 7.
That whole Paramount Plus platform exists off all the Star Trek subscribers.
He's just excited because he's from Canada and it's a Canadian production. It's all right. Give it to him.
Ish, we
Actually,
talked
it's
about
in
the
Toronto,
Picard
my
maneuver.
hometown, but so there you go.
We talked about the Picard maneuver. Do you know what the Riker maneuver is?
That's when you swing your leg over the chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Then
every
there's-
time
then there's the
Riker
Riker
comes to sit
stance
down-
always, so you have the knee up, kind of Captain Morgan, and then
Yeah,
that's classic.
He always comes
We should
in,
actually-
he steps over the back of the chair rather than pull the
Yes.
chair out.
And then he's got the John Wayne walk down the hallways.
Yeah.
That's actually a perfect segue into our next Star Trek segment, which is season 2 of Lower Decks, because that did feature the return of Jonathan Frakes as Captain Riker, Captain of the Titan.
Captain Riker.
Yes. So actually 3 episodes have dropped so far. For
this.
those wondering what this show is, obviously it's animated. I believe it's the same animators who make Rick and Morty. And it's, Star Trek is science fiction. I think of this as science comedy. So it's, there's a lot of satire of Star Trek. I mean, they do deep cuts. Like, you got to know your stuff to get a lot of the jokes. And for a Star Trek fan,
But it's not inappropriate
hilarious.
humor,
Some of it's no, the show's rated PG, and there was maybe couple sex jokes where I was like, "Ooh, it felt a little more than PG," but yeah, it's not R-rated or anything.
Okay.
It was PG-11.
Well, I was just saying when like the Rick and
But,
Morty, I was also
but
thinking they did Side Effects. Is that what the other show is on Hulu? And that's just raunchy. Like it's just too far.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, definitely doesn't go into that territory.
Is this
Mojo
by
Kid
the
likes to watch Discovery High. That's a good
who
one.
who does this animation again? Who'd you say it's by the same people that do what?
Rick and Morty, I believe.
Okay, all right. I was about to say that looks
And
really Rick and Morty-esque.
along with making fun of Star Trek, the episodes have kind of a Star Trek story to tell. And in the vein of good Star Trek, it's usually something it's science based, the way they solve the issues and stuff like that. But like the first episode was actually an homage to a classic original series episode where No Man Has Gone Before. If anyone remembers that, it's where Gary Mitchell, one of the crew members, attains godlike powers. And then that's the episode is how Kirk deals with that. It was Kirk's best friend, actually. And he's got to put down now his best friend who has these godlike powers. So the first episode of season 2 goes into that territory. Of course, they go way over the top in the god powers. It's some hilarious stuff about barfing rainbows and all sorts of craziness. And then it introduces a side plot where a character from the previous season has now, because the show is about the least intrepid crew in Starfleet. They're on board the USS Cerritos, and it's basically out of the entire Starfleet ships, it's last in line. They get the worst missions. They're considered the least competent. So when one of the crew members actually gets upgraded to the Titan with Captain Riker, he's in the middle like he's never seen this kind of action before. And So in the second episode, they delve into that deeper, and Jonathan Frakes returns as Riker, and he definitely plays up all the great Riker tropes. I watched it with your mom, and we were, for me, a comedy. I have a lot of different, criteria for how I judge cinema or shows and stuff, but a comedy is simple. It's just gonna make me laugh, and then it functions. And this we were laughing the entire time.
But do you need to know like Star Trek lore to get the comedy?
Yes.
Or is it like
Yes.
anybody can watch this?
No, you need to know your Star Trek. I mean,
Oh,
they
that's a
have an
great
episode-
show. Make it for even dorkier dudes than you normally would. That's
It's
gonna
like
be
they have jokes like Tom Paris Star Trek
That's
collectible
terrible.
plates. Actually, one of the episodes they have to archive this giant galactic collection of collectibles. The dude died. But while they do that, they activate this kind of kill switch thing that activates this laser that turns people into collectibles. So it was almost a satire on the whole crazy Star Trek collectible world.
It's funny because I actually saw a thing on IG the other day where you can get like your own head made of yourself for action figures. And I was like, I want to make everybody on Flipside make them all get their own action figures.
I'm
They already
distracted
sell
why
them
Adrian
at,
Brody is dressed up like a
they-
magician on the right of the picture you had up this whole time.
Oh, that's
Keep
gonna be a
looking,
dope
wondering
show.
what that is.
Chapel White. That's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I think we got off the rails. I got no clue what the fuck he's
All
talking
right, no, back to Star Trek. If you guys remember, there's the famous Next Gen episode, Tanagra, when the walls fell.
No, nobody knows this shit, bro.
I know, no,
Yeah,
I was
no,
kidding.
no,
I totally know what he's talking about. That's the
Kyle
one
know
that invented memes. That episode invented memes.
Yes. Not that character, but one of his species plays a big role in one of the episodes of Lower Decks.
So
And
not
this
the guy that
universal
everybody knows, but
translator
some
keeps
other fucking random
malfunctioning.
guy. Okay. Fucking great. Hey, do you need to know anything about Star
Mark,
Trek?
oh,
to make
yes,
this a good
it's a show that
Yes.
requires knowledge of stuff. Yes.
What is the meme called? When the
Marcus-
walls fell?
Shaka when the walls fell.
Oh my gosh.
Shaka, Darmok and Gelada Tanagra.
Yes. Yeah. So if that appears in Lower Decks. So we were laughing our asses off at some of those jokes, and they always, of course, they got to take it way too far.
See that the
Temba, his arms wide. It's memes. The whole species speaks in memes. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, I like this one on the far left where it's like the gal. Yeah, no, you just go down one. Yeah, that one.
hey, don't let my Pride Star Trek shirt fool you. I have no idea what you guys are talking about right
I
now.
have no fucking clue what's going on.
That dude has face scuffs.
I'm just wondering why he has a Cowboys blanket. on.
We're too deep into nerd territory. We're getting to the point where we might not ever get out, you guys.
I fucking can't believe somebody married two of you motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, God bless your mom.
Oh, speaking of stashes, I gotta.
Yeah, but Clay, could you just fucking pass it around at this point? Because I fucking shit is-
Oh, whatever, Marco. Just take a big whiff of your Chipotle.
Yeah,
box.
you
Yeah,
Chipotle.
just
Yeah.
smell the box.
You know, just
EGS
fucking high
box.
again, my fucking allergies fucked up.
Yeah.
Did I show these
Happy-
last time?
Mhm.
Look,
Are they
at
like
the
a
board.
Borg
You gotta pull
Mego
his shirt
figures?
down. It's looking a little
Mego.
I
scuffed.
think it's just Picard.
No,
Is that a
it's-
Borg
I see
Mego?
some corner scuffing on
It
that
is
on that.
Corner scout.
Oh, it is a
There's
Borg
some
one.
corner stuff. Locutus of Borg.
What does Borg mean? They just turn to cyborg and they just short it to Borg. That's what happens here. That's clever.
The Borg was the coolest thing that was in Star Trek.
Dude, it's some of the best Star Treks of that.
Oh, is that chick we were just looking at?
No, that's Saru from Star Trek Discovery.
Oh,
You
that's
know-
not Tanagra.
No.
Her face looks a little scuffed.
And then there's a regular
Some spine
Picard.
stress there.
His hand is a little
Side spy stress.
weird.
Yeah, he's got to pull that shirt down.
Yeah,
It's-
That's what he's gonna do. That's what
He's
doing the maneuver. He's pulling
He's
his shirt down.
trying.
Gotta do
Yeah.
it.
Even the action figures can't stop him from doing it. Yeah, that's funny, man.
This is the right for his spine stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Kyle was throwing unicorn around in the air and just tossed it behind him 3 times. That's same grade. Same grade.
Marco's still mad about the corner scuffing.
He really is.
It's hilarious.
He's hurt, man.
It's hilarious. We
Now
got
he's all about callbacks, so we got to
Butter
call back to
scuffs.
the corner scuffing. Just like we're going to call back to the Blue Book and the Alien Probe later, too.
We will. That's how this show works. It's a full fucking circle.
Hang on. Did
But-
Pete change shirts? You were
Yes,
wearing a
he
Star
I
Trek shirt.
changed shirts a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was he was getting pulled into the nerd territory too. You
It
can only
was
have that
just
on
too
for that
tight.
long.
It has nothing to do with the shirt. I just don't fit the shirt anymore. It just was too snug. So here, I'll hold it up.
I don't know. I thought you looked pretty jacked.
Yeah, until again, I
Can you
reach
touch,
my
can you
drink
touch
and
your
guys are ready
right,
to rip because
your
the
right
arms
hand
get-
to your right shoulder?
Yeah. Chipudi. Yeah, get it. You got the Chipudi going on. You're going to go out there and get a free taco from Taco Bell. Just bring in your tickets for tonight's show.
Nothing wrong with Taco Bell.
The fuck there isn't. They didn't even serve real meat for like 20 years, bro. There's something
They
wrong
still
with here.
don't.
They still don't.
It's still
Really?
delicious. It still hits the spot.
The best part of the show is watching the no sound. That was the best part of tonight's show.
So lenticular shirt.
Terrible. Oh, that's the way it works around here, man.
Jen Ray, who's
You never know what's going to happen when it's live.
Yeah.
that guy was cool though.
Oh, he was awesome.
Yeah, he had some great stories.
That being said, if you guys know any great LCS legends, let us know.
He'll be fun to have on again.
Yeah, we need to talk about his butterfly collection.
I
Like
know,
a real
he-
butterfly collection?
Yeah, no, he does pin butterflies.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
talk
real
about that.
We
butterflies.
didn't even get to talk.
Get him back on.
Yeah, we need to be back on to talk about that.
That's actually
No,
kind
and
of
somebody
cool.
said
Yeah,
his
we should
store
actually
looks
talk
smaller.
about the
No,
building.
his store's it's in a historical building. It's really cool, man.
Yeah, it's like a Victorian era
Yeah.
like house or something.
Yeah, some of these old school retailers have really cool places to hide their goodies. They
I
do.
worked at Taco Bell when I was a kid, so I know.
Yeah, you still, jeez,
No bueno.
no shot.
I got
I had
fired for stealing 200 tacos.
So my friend, my best friend, if you guys watch the podcast, my best friend Keith had a
Yeah,
shirt
Keith.
that he made in high school that he ended up selling to people at high school because it was so good. And it just was like back in the day where you could buy the iron-on letters,
Mhm.
and it just said and it just said, "When will Taco Bell get my order right?" That's a pretty good shirt for back then.
When you
They always
somebody-
get my
when you
order
somebody-
right.
Yeah, when you know somebody who works there. That's what
I had to
Yeah.
write Taco Bell off when they discontinued the caramel apple empanada.
Dude, I got Taco Bell for lunch
outrage.
today. I straight up ate Taco Bell today.
Yeah, but you didn't get an empanada, did you?
No.
Oh,
no, I
man.
didn't. I got a steak quesarito is what I got.
Yeah, let's send some good vibes out there, dude. I hope they don't get hit.
I
by
did.
it.
only get
I
it through
thumbed
the
every
app.
We're
taco.
talking
You order.
Bell's
If you go
are
to the
still-
drive-through, they don't have it on the menu. You got to go to the app to get that shit.
Well,
Taco
I
Bells
actually
are so understaffed. They're closing at 6 p.m. now. It's crazy.
I made 100 tacos. for
It
a
explains to me why you married
I
a
dropped
Trekkie
them.
now.
party,
This is
right?
it. This is it. This is why you married it. Everything's clear. Okay.
Well, that being said, you guys got anything else
I'll
you guys want to
pump
talk
all
about?
the tacos to see if they
More
still.
Lilith fair than hippie.
What if? Did we talk what if?
Yeah, what if?
Yeah. Let's get into
What
it.
if?
What if we all order Taco Bell
What
right
if
now?
we talk about what if?
Do they still got that like
Go
the
backwards.
the burrito where it's like the crunchy one on the inside and they got the soft shell like one on the outside, the fluffy one. And you put it
Double
in there.
decker?
You get like ranch.
Talking about a
seasoning.
Crunchwrap Supreme?
There you go. I've never
Yes,
eaten one
we
before.
still
but my
have
wife
those.
likes it.
They have more varieties now too.
Yeah.
They're kind of going all in on the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Why don't we pull them up? We pulled up Mel already. We pulled up a bunch of other stuff. Some red shirt thing. We could pull up the menu for Taco Bell
Do you want to
too.
go through the menu?
No, I do not want to go through the menu of Taco Bell. No.
He's getting the munchies because of his EGS order
Truly.
came back.
Yeah, patchouli. I left the $5 box. Okay, enough of Taco Bell. Are we talking what if? Oh Jesus!
Did you guys
It's not
watch
real
it?
fun.
Did you guys all see this week's episode of What If?
Yeah, it was good.
I did not. I think Pete did.
I didn't. I
Mm-hmm.
just barely second episode right before we got on the show.
I thought it was the best episode so far. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was really interesting. It played out like a murder mystery.
Mm-hmm. They did a great job of it. It looked a little bit different. I thought it was good. It's not anything like the comics. You know, the comics, you kind of always saw the end coming. This one, you didn't quite see the end coming, right?
Well, I want to let everyone know right now that we have more people in this chat than Mel has. So,
Oh, hey.
suck it, Mel. No, I'm just
I'll
kidding.
half of us
Star
are-
Trek talk.
Yeah, he was
the Star Trek
Star
talk.
Trek. Absolutely.
No, but this What If episode had me
Marco?
feeling like I still wanted to see
Perfect.
more of
Mhm.
this story continue. Like, I wanted it to keep going. Like, I was disappointed it was over.
What was it about?
Spoiler alert. Hank Pym-
Killmonger.
Yeah, no.
No. It was a
Huh?
what if,
No, it
what
was
if
a-
the mightiest heroes,
Yeah.
if they died.
Yeah, so all the Avengers, when they were going out to recruit all the Avengers, when Nick Fury was, they were dying off left and right. And it turned out that we're still talking about Taco Bell. Fair enough.
I can keep rolling. If you want to talk Taco
Keep
Bell,
rolling,
I'm
Pete.
telling
Keep
you, I'm
going.
your
Keep
guy.
going. Save
No,
us,
keep
please.
talking about it, please.
So they haven't showed the Watcher beyond kind of a silhouette, right?
No, they
Correct.
just
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I don't know where to go. I'm like Taco Bell.
No, we want to know
Talk about what
if.
if Pete. Save us. We're going down the rabbit hole.
Well, what do you want to talk about with What If? You want to run down the whole?
Yeah,
What
run
if
down, dude.
Taco
Just
Bell
what
was a
generalities.
superhero?
My question
that
about this
being
week's
said,
What If
everybody,
is-
thank you for hanging
yeah.
out with us. It was been a great show
Oh, he's
tonight.
cutting us off.
And
Say-
No,
say
you're
it's
not
the question.
cutting it off.
Let's go over the question.
Yeah, let's go with the question.
my question is, what was the thing that changed? Was it that Hope Van Dyne joined Shield?
Yes.
The ultimate, like the
No,
first
that she
figure.
got killed.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she
but
wasn't
she
part of
wasn't part
Shield
of
before,
SHIELD.
right? She's not part of Shield in the
Was she
MCU.
part of? Oh, because she was a Shield agent. I just thought
She was a
but
Shield
in this
agent. She got
universe,
killed.
I think
instead of
that's
just
gotta be
instead
it.
of just
That's
being
gotta be
recruited, she was a Shield agent. Okay, yeah. So that was the
instead of
difference.
just going to work for her dad's understudy or whatever. you
yeah,
wanna call it,
understudy.
Cross.
But didn't she go work
Yeah,
for them
Cross.
when her dad was beating her mom? Didn't she go and work
That
for
was
them?
just the one comic. You keep coming back to that.
He looked like a wife beater in What If.
He did.
He looked like a real scary wife beater in What If. But yeah, it was good. I like the fact that you didn't know what was going to happen, and then they had to fight off. And then even with that, the Loki part at the end was kind of cool. When with the the Nick Fury portion of that, where Nick all of a sudden learns how to start fighting, and Hank Pym was like, "Wow, you're pretty spry for an old dude."
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I
the
still feel
whole
like Loki, was
the whole Loki
the man
shell
behind
game.
the whole thing.
Yeah, I think they did originally during the Ant-Man movies, but I think they kind of that was like an ode to it in the What Ifs. Either way, nobody thought of him. No, they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a
The
Whole
good
explosion
episode.
was
If you hadn't
crazy,
watched it,
James.
I'd say.
That whole explosion thing was cool as shit too.
Yeah,
because
Big
I-
Trouble in Little China style. Like
Yeah,
Thunder.
you were even thinking like, how the heck were they going to do that? Like, they can't kill him, and then they did it. Yeah, well, I think
Okay, show
was
pick
one.
up.
Ultra seemed to be not that bad of a bad guy. I
Check
guess.
this out, guys.
Hey, nice.
classic
Trade?
cover.
Mm-hmm.
This just came out. Epic Collection FF Volume 7, which is issues 102 through 125, including the legendary number 112.
Yeah, Thing
Beautiful
Hulk.
book.
Yeah. Well, that's the first. That's the first MCU. movie,
I
right?
love these
Yeah, that's
epic
true.
collections. This is like the best way to read all your Silver and Bronze Age and Copper Age stuff. Beautiful.
Good stuff.
Was the
Martin Sheen. You know, he played Kennedy once.
Where'd you get that?
Wow.
I bought this on eBay. It was a
Why?
pretty good deal, like $40. I love Iron Man.
Why?
I love that iteration that the I forget which number mark it is, but the Silver Centurion.
Silver Centurion
style.
armor.
Shell had this is my childhood. I grew up on West Coast Avengers when it first came out. This was my Iron Man. Yeah, 9.8. It was a good deal.
I mean, is that accurate though? It does look a little scuffed.
There was no scuffing. This is a 9.2, so it may have had a little scuffing.
No, that had
you can see the scuffs right away.
Joe number 62, badass. G.I. Joe 9.8s are like, even like non-key ones are going for almost as high as $200 now. It's crazy. G.I. Joe is
I mean, how many people are just grading random Joe books and copies that are good enough to get 9.8? Like so many G.I. Joe books.
I think anything that's close to near mint, they're sending them in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even the
Brian,
later
we got a
ones,
pretty good G.I. Joe
print
collection.
runs, are going for big money.
Nothing in decent grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was a shorter run, I think it would have a better pull, like He-Man, like people can chase, like Wood, like chasing a whole 9.8 run of like He-Man. Like it's only 12 issues or whatever, but G.I. Joe is just too many. 155. It's too many to chase.
He's got to have that He-Man 9.8 by now. Doesn't he?
Oh yeah. No, he's got it. He got it.
Pete, it's 287. It's never.
Oh, I'm
stopped
not
going.
counting the IDW continuation.
Hey, it's still Larry Hama. I mean,
I know it is. I still differentiate it though. I still think of it OG run and then IDW run is something
Fair
different.
enough.
Dude, I remember the first time I ran into Wood, he was trying to get that 9.8 He-Man like 7 years ago. He was trying to do that run for.
Yeah, he finished it.
Good.
Those last like 60 ones of the are hard to find sometimes in good condition because they're such low print runs.
I think I'm gonna start chasing a Visionary one because there's only 6 books. How hard could that be?
Oh no. Oh. On that note, I mean, Brian.
thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah. Make sure you hit the drinking game, and let's